Oh yeah.
It's okay that I tweeted out.
Pizza because I'm Italian?
Yeah.
Isn't pizza actually French originally?
It's not Italian, yeah. Where? No, it's from Italy.
I was gonna say, you don't even know your own heritage.
No, well, no.
Welcome everyone to the Renegade Podcast, episode 50. Woo! Episode 50. Sorry, that was probably really loud. We made it. Here we are. Thank you everyone in chat. Oh, good night, Umbra. Love you. Sweet dreams, honey. Shout out to everyone in chat. Curry Monad, Lotus, Yadani Gazada, Timmy. Umbra's going to bed, so and that's it. Yeah, thank you all so much for jumping in here with us. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It always feels weird coming back after being away for so long, but here we are. Hope you guys can hear me good. Nerds and other legends says French pizza. The disrespect. Yeah, exactly. If you couldn't tell, DeMarco is Italian. DeMarco, tell us about your Italian heritage and your family lineage. Do you have any famous Italian people in your?
I am utterly a fake Italian.
Come on.
I'm Italian, but I'm so un-Italian that I might as well not be.
I like how you're doing this while you're saying how not Italian you are.
You know, well, listen. I just got a lot of.
You can't help it.
Got a lot of gabagool up my sleeves.
Oh my god, that is fantastic. Anyway.
Everybody always asking, where's the gabagool? But nobody's ever asking, How's the gabagool?
That's very true. The disrespect. Yes, the doctor disrespect.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I like
So
that
Marco, have you been playing things? You been into things?
I have hopped into, of course, I'm still addicted to Helldivers a little bit. I don't like, it's just simple fun, and I love seeing the evolution of the game where they're bringing in the mechs now, and now you're walking around in your mech suit just wasting away to all the little stupid terminid bugs. And I've been playing with a couple friends who have been explaining to me the deep lore of Helldivers 1 and how the automatons allegedly aren't actually trying to attack Super Earth. They're actually trying to get back to their home planet that we colonized and took over from them. And the automatons are they're technically a subgroup of cyborgs that originally came from a planet called Cyberstan. So there's all this deep lore written in Helldivers that's like pretty fun that it goes on in the background, and you could pay attention to that, or you could just go in and be like, haha, killing bugs, ha ha ha. And I love that about the game. Like, I love seeing that stuff. I like the micro community that popped up around it as well, where people are like saluting all the different planets when they get liberated or when they fall, like Malevolent Creek. That was just epic. So I absolutely love the community around it. It's been a ton of fun. But honestly, I probably won't be getting it at release date, but what's just really been taking my full attention has been Dragon's Dogma 2. Just purely and unapologetically just taking up about 40 to 60% of my brain capacity is just anticipation for that game to release.
We're gonna talk about it, man. You guys.
The only problem I have with the game is the Mystic Spear hand cannot use anything besides the spear.
That's
stupid.
Same
I know that's so stupid.
Exact thing, and I'm like,
literally
why
called
did you
the
call
Mystic
it?
Spear hand.
You should have called the Mystic Hand, and we could have had anything in our hands. I'm so with you. I'm so dude. We are so on the same page.
And I'm so upset that the fighter isn't. And they have. I'm sure you've seen that they have the Warfarer class, which is where you can sort of swap between any of the different vocations.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Assassin class in the first game, which was a weird name to call it, but that's what that was.
That is a weird name to call it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have that, but I've never been a big fan of games where they're like, hey, you could do all this stuff, but you're not going to be that good at any of it, so have fun. So, I want the Mystic Spear hand stuff without a spear.
You guys. Hang on, let me take a drink because I'm about to cry. Okay.
What is Udani? Oh my god.
Udani and Lotus. Udani, $100 super chat, bro. Thank you so much. He says, "Congrats to my friends. Do my ass for sin in here. Not gonna lie. Hi to DeMarco, who loves to keep it casual by adding dude to his username. Hi to that blue number. Can't use her real name. It is super serial secret. Hi to Red Wolf, who will ceremoniously show us his locks very, very soon." Yes. Oh man, thank you so much. You and Lotus, Esprit, thank you guys so much. That like threw me off. That threw me off. Thank you so fucking much. That is so fucking nice. Fuck.
Love the little image that Lotus.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
It's a fun sticker.
What is? Wait, it's like transforming.
It's like a rhino transforming.
Oh, it's a hippo. Okay, yeah, I see that.
Oh, it's a hippo. Oh, okay.
Autobots
Either way, it's
roll.
cute.
I'm trying to think. Do hippos roll? Are they the ones that roll?
No,
I don't know.
They're too.
I'm thinking of some kind of Pokemon or something.
Oh.
Guys, Yadani, Lotus, thank you guys so much.
Rodon? Are you thinking of Rodon?
Man,
or Rhydon?
Amazing, thank you so much. Rhydon, yeah, RHYDON. Yeah. That's it. That's the show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have to adjust my camera in a minute because it's like tilting. Okay, I fixed it. Actually, I didn't, but it's fine. Dragon's Dogma, though, we're going to talk about that because, guys, let me know in chat if you're excited for Dragon's Dogma. It's going to take over the world like Elden Ring, I'm telling you right now. Oh man,
I
Holly.
I saw a thread of Dragon's Dogma 2 where people were like, yeah, the game looks really cool, but the combat looks like garbage.
God, man. So stupid.
Like looking at that thinking, what game are you watching? What are you possibly watching that this is what you think
And
of it? I love it.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the people to and it's funny because I thought about this. I talked to, I think it was Assassin that actually said, like, if the game's gonna make me walk around the world and force me to travel and said I want to play the game, and I'm like, that's what sets it apart. It's different, man, and it's fine if you feel that way. The game might not be for you, but I can't wait for the people coming into Dragon's Dogma having no idea that there's no Lotus. Dude. Lotus, thank you so much. Oh my god. Lotus, they're one of the most generous people in the fucking world. Thank you so much. They sent what is that?
It's a lemon with hands and feet, and it's got a little friend. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. It's like a little,
like a lime?
molecule.
Is it a lime?
Oh, I think it is.
Is it a lime with hands and feet?
It is. It's a lime, a lemon, and one jumping together. Why is the lime smaller though? Like, let me show you.
Limes
the
are
ways.
smaller anyway. They're smaller than lemons.
Oh, there's a
Are
bunch
they?
of oh my god,
Yeah.
there's tons of ones you could buy. Energetic lemon and baby lemon.
Okay.
Oh.
That's what it is. Dude,
Oh.
Thank you so.
Because it's
so
green
much.
because it's
There's
not
lore.
ripe yet.
There's lore to the lemon. Energetic lemon likes to try new and interesting things, and baby lemon likes to copy everything energetic lemon does. There's deep
That's-
lore.
That could go wrong.
We're on a lore train. That could go wrong. Yeah. Oh. Man, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, I can't even right now.
Popo,
yeah, thank you.
the hippopotamus.
The hippopotamus. What's the lore of the
That was
hippopotamus?
the transformer. Popo, a young hippopotamus called Popo, left the waters of his home only to submerge into a different kind of stream.
Okay, so it
That
got
could go
touched by
wrong
the-
too.
Yeah, something could, if you think real hard, that could go sideways. You know what I mean?
That could go real soft.
They're so
That
cute
could go real
though.
soft.
These little stickers
Yeah.
are adorable.
Umbra said, check out the big brain on blue. And then okay, I sleep now. Yeah. I'm going.
Bye, Umbra. Go to bed.
Fantastic. Anyway, yes, thank you guys so much for those. That's amazing. What the hell was Holly, what's going on with you?
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we were on, so I guess we could talk about the games from the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Not just last week. Everybody,
yeah.
Assassin is on his way. He will join when he's back. Red and I checked out the best game of 2024 so far. I will
It's
say.
So good. It's
What?
so
Turnip
good.
Boy robs a bank.
I did play
Yes.
that, but that is not the game I am referring to. I know that's your favorite,
Skyrim.
but I've been talking about the Atlas Trials everywhere I can because it is so good. Like,
It's so good.
It
Like,
is-
we were so excited, and we're like, it's gonna be so much fun. We didn't expect it to be that good. Like, we played
was
for like 4 hours.
10 times better.
Yeah,
Yes.
Insane. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You should jump in on that. I keep begging everyone I know, like, please play it. Please buy it. Please buy it. So I have somebody to play with. Because Red's playing Stalker now and abandoned it after one match.
I'll talk about soccer. Oh my god. Man.
And other stuff, right? And there's only so much time until Dragon's Dogma comes out, and I'm like, when that comes out, it's gonna be even less opportunities to play. So if anybody wants to play it, wants to buy it, they can hit me up because I will play it with you. Because I'm not gonna beg people to play with me, but please play with me. So
It's so good.
I'm just gonna cry until you say yes.
Yeah, we tried to get DeMarco to do it.
I
To buy it.
Dragon's Dogma.
Yes, you
It's
can play that
co-op,
when
you
it
know,
comes
come
out.
on.
But we've got like a week.
We also have Payday and Helldivers and Lethal Company and
Yeah.
all of the other ones.
We have
I know.
lots, and yeah, Black for Blood. We have that.
Black.
Yeah, we have that one too.
There's
But
a lot.
anyway,
Yeah,
it's a
Outlast
fun game.
Trials it's
it is
so
not like
good.
the single player games at all. Like if you didn't like the single player games, I mean, it is, but like the single player terrifying is not really my jam, and I'm a huge Resident Evil person. I just don't really like Outlast. I like watching people play Outlast, but I don't want to play Outlast. But
Right.
the Outlast Trials, on the other hand, are fantastic. Now, the intro wasn't at all like the actual game to me. Like intro was
interesting.
kind of long. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
long, and I'm sure it feeds into the story and the lore of the trials and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it much longer. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I tried to start a new character for Elden Ring as a mage, and it didn't go very well for me in the beginning because I'm just a strength dex kind of person. But we shall see. I'll try. And that's kind of it. I've kind of been super busy and dealing with some other stuff. But those are the highlights of my last 2 weeks.
That's fantastic.
That's it.
That's fantastic. Yeah, Outlast was so intense and so funny, and it has proximity chat, by the way.
Mhm.
It's not like exactly like Lethal Company, but it's like almost.
It works similarly.
It
yeah.
works similarly, yeah. So like when you start to get far away from each other, it turns into a radio, which it's great. But it has really good 3D audio. So like when someone's like behind you to your left, it really sounds like that. And the audio design in the game period is really good. Like whenever you're
Outlast
hearing
has
an
always been
enemy,
really good at that.
yeah. Because like the footsteps, like the doom 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 doom, and you're like, oh shit! Like you start to oh dude, it's so good. I mean, and by the way, we played for almost 4 hours. I mean, we played for hours. We played one single map, one trial. Yeah, that was it. And we barely made.
Yeah,
it
I
out
thought it
alive.
would be like a 10-15 minute thing. You'd pop in, you'd do something, you'd come back out. No, it's like a full chapter of a game. Like it's like a mission, right?
It's like a long ass
multiple
thing, yeah.
part. Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, you got to go in and take care of this dude.
Like, you can't quit midway through though, right? It's not. If you leave, it's basically failing, and you got to start from the beginning of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, because it's not like. Yeah, you'd have to play it to see. It's got full like. I don't know if live service isn't the right way to put it, but
well,
it
is
kind
a
of.
live service game, I think.
Yeah, it has like your own like little room, like your little cell that you customize, which is great, and you can customize your character, and you can play chess and arm wrestle. And me and Marty, the other dude who we were playing with, we were just sitting there playing chess, and I've never played chess in my life, and I beat him somehow. And there are these people that were like in our face, like standing over us watching the game. We're like, get away. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I've been playing Stalker, the first one, because I got the trilogy, and it absolutely hooked me right off the bat. Like, I haven't been this hooked to a game. Like, I have like over 20 hours into it now. So, looked up how many missions there are left. There's like 3 missions left. So I got like, 3 or 4 hours left, maybe. You can put over 40 hours in this game.
I say that short. That's still not a short game, but 40 hours for an open world game these days doesn't seem like a lot. But that's a good length.
Yeah, and a lot of people say like main and sides are like around 30. Like everyone on Reddit is like, you can expect like 25 to 30 hours.
That's solid.
Yeah, and like completion is like 45 hours or something like that from what I've heard. So I get to the end and I'm loving it. and I start running down this hill. My game crashes, and I'm like, okay. And I'm one of those people, I don't like to have a bunch of saves, so I have like 4 or 5 saves at once because I'm so like scared of corruption with saves. Whenever you have too many of it and it backs up your Cyberpunk.
Does it auto save or is it all manual?
It has like 5 auto saves that keep rotating, and then you can have like a million manual saves. Cyberpunk sort of scared me with that, like gave me PTSD. You have too many saves, and then it like would corrupt your file. And I think they fixed that, but anyway, this game is like 18 years old. I'm like, I'm not gonna risk it. So I was like, all right, I'll load my game back. Okay, I'm gonna load my game back. Start running down this hill. Crash. And let me just tell you, I have spent at least like 5 hours in the past 2 days trying to fix this, and I have tried so many different things. And needless to say, that save is fucked. I can't. It is fucked.
That is the absolute worst.
It is the worst thing ever, and I think it's only ever that type of save corruption, save loss thing. It happens all the time in the old version of Stalker, like, and people are like, "Oh wow, they have ported over the bugs," and I'm like, and I even tweeted out them today. I was like, "Guys, I love your game. Please patch this." And I was like, why if they haven't patched that in 18 years and less, and you're thinking they're gonna patch it now? So anyway, all I can really do is say I had my fun with the first one. I just need to watch the end cutscene and just go on to the second one because I love it so much.
Isn't it a matter thing though? So your ending can be different. How many endings are in the first Stalker game?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but it is very like, you did something wrong, just deal with it, including like killing your own dudes.
2 true endings and 5 false endings.
There you go. The Elemental Hero Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King. I love that. I feel like you add a new thing to your name every time you come in here. Thank you for joining the Elemental Hero, the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King. Thank you. Good to see you. Janice is here also. Thank you. Anyway, so long story short, that's what I've been playing, along with trying to finish up Dragon Age Origins before Dragon's Dogma comes out. Can't have 2 dragons in the same house, baby. I'll be at least like a little over 70 hours with Dragon Age Origins when I'm done with it. That's all the DLC and everything. That's what I've been doing. And anyway, shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Yeah, we're just gonna hang back, chill, just chill. You know, ooh, look at this. So 2 dragons, 1 cup. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Grim Tango. Good to see you here too. So anyway, you guys hear about this Spider-Man game that got canceled? This co-op mode.
Little game called Spider-Man World of Web or something like that, right?
Yeah, the web of but I don't know if you guys saw my
You know why it was canceled, right? Because Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and they couldn't have 2 great games coming out.
Nope, couldn't do that. Couldn't do that.
It's not allowed.
They're like, two web swinging dudes? No, not up in here. Anyway, but so I don't know if you guys saw on my thumbnail, I had Miles and Peter like looking like they're about to kiss, which was great. So anyway, I saw the trailer. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for it, and it looked like exactly
the single player.
Yeah, no, well, it showed like a bunch of different spider people like swinging around and stuff. I don't know if somebody like cut it. Maybe I saw like a fake one. Did you know what I'm talking about, Holly?
It looked.
I saw the one on Twitter. That's the one you're talking about, right?
That's what I saw. Yeah, and I saw like Gwen.
Yeah.
Spider Gwen and all that.
It looked like super finished, right?
Yeah, and I was like, this looks real.
Right.
It showed like you walking with like the other spider people behind you.
Yeah, it's like 5v5, I think they said it was supposed to be.
Lotus. Oh my god.
That looks like Raz from Psychonauts.
Oh my god. Thank
Doesn't
you so fucking god. You're killing me. Thank you so much, Lotus. You're so nice. What is this? What happens if I click? I was trying to like click on it to see if I could see what you guys see. Raz from what?
It looks like Raz from Psychonauts. Rasputin,
Oh,
the
yeah,
main
yeah,
character.
Yeah,
Did you play Psychonauts?
I saw the intro that cracked me up, where he's like, because the game came out like 20 years ago, and he like walks up to the city and he's like, I haven't been here in 5 days or something like that. when in reality for us it's been like 20 years, but he like pauses and it's like a fourth wall moment. So funny. And that's Tim Schafer for you. Anyway, thank you so much, Lotus. I sincerely appreciate your Raz us up, baby. So Spider-Man. So if that is the trailer, it's exactly what I expected. I don't know who edited it. If that's not real, I don't know what the hell. But it looked really, really dope. It's like exactly what we imagined. And so that happened. Twisted Metal, another live service canceled. Red Faction, The Last of Us factions.
Which also had to be pretty much complete.
Yeah.
'Cause it's been like 5-7 years, something like that, right?
Right. Yo, Palpatine, what's up? No, you're playing a survival in the division. Ooh, God, the
Yeah,
first. Ooh,
it's a mode they
bring
have.
that back. Fuck, bring that back. Oh, I love that mode so much. Thanks for joining, Palpatine. Yeah. I'm sorry. You were saying it should have been done for how far along it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
It's
was.
crazy.
I think, yeah, it's a lot going on over there.
It's crazy, and I don't know what. It just makes me question, like, so we have that, then we had the Mandalorian game. Now, those are 3 Sony properties there with Spider-Man, Last of Us, and Twisted Metal. They were pushing, Jim Ryan, we've talked about this. Jim Ryan was pushing for live service games, saying we need to find some way to compete with monetarily with our games instead of spending too much money on big cinematic games. He's out the door. These games get canceled. Now, big shit companies like EA are canceling games that would have done really well, like Mandalorian. Mandalorian. Now, we did hear that Mandalorian was canceled because complications with Disney, because Disney has a chokehold on everything that they touch, and they were like, nope, you got to keep the main actors with the main people, and it's got to be the main Mandalorian, and they're like, okay, what if we just do our own Mandalorian? Nope, there's only one Mandalorian.
Well, they raised the fee. They raised the fee 33% too. For
Okay,
the IP.
right.
Yeah.
Because then Pedro Pascal would have had to be involved, and all these other, man, can you imagine that?
The cost.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what's insane to me too is all the people who are commenting, and obviously having a Mandalorian game is cool and all. I was middlingly assassin.
Middlingly.
Okay, we'll give him a moment. I was middlingly excited for the Mandalorian, because I needed to see more than just the concept of it. But a lot of people, when they made that announcement, were commenting, oh, they canceled the wrong game. They should have got rid of the strategy games. Strategy games suck. Nobody likes them. And I was sitting there like, dude, what? Me? I want the
I like
strategy
'em.
game.
Yeah, me too.
And I was watching Angry Joe, and Angry Joe was saying the same thing. He sent out a tweet. He's like, "Oh, sorry that I'm completely paraphrasing here. This isn't how he worded it, but it was basically along the lines of, sorry that we like games that actually make us use our brains." I thought that was, I got a good laugh out of that.
Yeah.
That's not how he didn't word it that way, but that's just how I took it. And so I'm excited that at least that project's getting started, because that's the kind of project that's probably made by a much smaller team. There's maybe going to be about a dozen people working on it or something, and they have such a much smaller budget, and they're completely passionate about it, because people don't sign up going, hey, let's make a strategy game, it's going to make us tons of money.
Right,
So
exactly.
those people are really excited to work with those types of games, so I'm really excited for that still. But it was baffling to me the amount of people that were genuinely angry that the strategy game didn't get canceled.
In which game is that? I'm sorry.
It's a Star Wars strategy title.
What was it called?
I don't know if we have a name to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even hear about this. That's why I was confused.
Oh, yeah, there was 2 projects. There was a Mandalorian game, and then there was just another strategy title that's being worked on. And we don't really have a lot of details about either of them.
Okay,
just
it's
that
not
they were
canceled,
being worked
though.
on. The strategy game is not canceled, no.
Dude,
That's
what
why
if
people
it's
were
like
upset.
Battlegrounds? Remember Battlegrounds? From
I never played
1998?
Battlegrounds.
It's literally Age of Empires. Like classic Age of Empires, but it's Star Wars. And it's multiplayer, and you can play it right now on Steam for $5. This episode is sponsored. The elemental hero, the Shadow of the Link, Dragon Wolf King says the question is if the Spider-Man game was live service, because Sony mentioned that they're trying to stay away from live service games. They mentioned it now. Keep me honest. Am I crazy? Jim Ryan was the one talking about going to live service games, right? And these projects started years ago. Most
Yeah, now you have the interim CEO.
Right, exactly. And
That's
he's
still
like,
there,
no. Yeah, so I think that's where we're at now. And yes, now Elemental Hero, the Shadow King, Link, Dragon Wolf King, that probably is the case now. They are trying to stay away from it now, changing things along the way. Oh, that's funny. And, yeah, Nerds and Other Legends says, I think the check bounced, and Hiroki Totoki said, no, put it back. Exactly. Let's see. Jonas says, now I'm just sad we don't have XCOM 3 yet. I'm with you. I just hope that when you point a gun in XCOM 3 at an enemy's face like this, that when you pull the trigger, God, man, that made me so mad. That's when I stopped.
I can't see them.
Exactly. I think I shared you guys a screenshot where the dude has his shotgun
It's
pressed right
here.
up against the
Yeah.
and it says like
Shotgun.
65% chance to hit. And I was like, fuck. Anyway, yeah, I can't wait for XCOM 2. Plus the Mando game that I saw from a podcast that it wasn't the Mando game. It was that wasn't in the show. It was a different story, Mandalorian. Yes, that's what we were saying. Disney wanted it to be the one Mandalorian
Pedro
from the
Pascal.
game, Pedro Pascal, which meant that they would have had to drive their costs through the roof, getting all the voice actors, 33% increase, like Holly was saying. It would have been
story implications too. They can't tell the story they want.
right, and that's the whole thing. Like, we're so tied to canon now. We're never gonna get games like KOTOR again, and that's why I'm glad that Aspire, or I'm sorry, who is it that's doing the KOTOR remake? It's no longer.
It was Asper Media. Now
It was Asper
a
Media.
different studio.
Okay, so that was Saber Interactive. Now that's taken over.
Yes.
Isn't that what's going on?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully that everyone gets to play that, and that'll be good. But we'll see, because it's still Star Wars. Disney has to say something about it. Anyway. So
And it's so crazy for them to put all those wants and needs and push all of that stuff on a game, and then it get canceled instead of being like, you know what? How about we walk a little bit of this back and make a lot of money on a game, period, right? Like,
yeah,
because they're going to make a lot of money in royalties. So it just, I don't know, it's a weird business move.
it sucks so bad.
I'd rather see it get canceled than end up with another Suicide Squad, though. Sorry, Suicide Squad.
With Mandalorian.
With any of the live service projects that
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, some of that stuff, though, was overblown. You didn't really, you know what I mean? Like needing, Pascal to do it, right? Like,
Oh yeah, that side of it, absolutely.
That kind of stuff. Like, Assassin.
Oh, there's some echo going on.
Yeah, I think it's Assassin.
It is Assassin.
We can't hear you. Come out and talk.
That's because I'm not speaking.
Wait, don't mute yourself,
I wanted everyone to say hi. What? Why?
because then it'll echo if you mute yourself.
What? That okay? I wasn't muted at all.
Assassin. Pew, 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 pew. I don't have any control over sound effects.
You mean you don't have control? You're the host of the show. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
DeMarco.
welcome.
Thank you. Because I can't reach over. I can't reach around and do things for you. If you know
What?
How you been, Assassin? What you been into, man?
What else? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's literally
That's
all I've
probably
been
it, right?
doing.
Let me guess. 42 hours.
Yep. No.
All right. Assassin, are you only playing it on stream?
Yes. I have been busy at work, learning new routes. Otherwise, I'd be doing it more.
I was just curious if, you've been bouncing in and out or you've been streaming a lot. So.
Yeah, I did stream Siege a couple nights ago. That was a lot of fun. A lot of profanity, a lot of bullshit, as always when it comes to that game. Red, you look like you're staring intently at something. Are you looking at Geralt Naked again?
No. No. Anyway,
It's okay,
good-
you're playing The Witcher
Final
3.
Fantasy-
He's fangirling over his Dragon's Dogma 2 creation.
No, dude, I
I
made
have to
a
download
fine
that
ass
and make my
bro.
character.
Ooh, I
Did
made
you
a
see someone
fine
straight up
dude.
Made like just a perfect Lazel.
Dude, yes, from
Yes.
Did you see that
everyone
one?
is making like incredible Baldur's Gate characters, like Shadowheart and Lae'zel. Yeah.
Someone
I
made
haven't seen any
Kronos.
others. I only saw Shadowheart, but I mean
Yeah.
Lae'zel, excuse me, but
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
And people have made like 1,000 Geralt reviews, which is surprisingly
course.
they don't look like you can tell like they're trying to make Geralt, but it doesn't look like wow you did it. It looks like knockoff. But the Lae'zel ones look really like good. I'm
The
like,
Lae'zel
okay.
ones are scary. There was a Kratos one as well. That was really good.
Yes. That.
I'm just
that was
waiting for
really good.
someone to make a. I'm just waiting for someone to make a Commander Shepard one so Red can finally fangirl about it and ask him how they did it.
Oh my god, the Shadowheart
Yeah,
one is incredible.
Yeah, it's got the same haircut and everything. It's crazy. Colt, what's up, man? I was actually trying to catch up on chats because I saw someone. Elemental was basically saying that the Mando game that oh sorry that was different. Nerds and Other Legends says I'm dating myself, but man. Oh, I thought. Oh yeah, but man, I thought they were saying, but a man I loved. But man, I loved Shadows of the Empire on Nintendo 64. Oh yes, I played that recently, like last year, and forgot that to aim, it hard to aim back in the day. Anyway, gotta bounce. See you later, nerds. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Green Mountain, I just said I just picked up Warhammer Battle Sector. Ooh, and Realms of Ruin. Ooh, I don't know what those are. Ooh, but that's awesome. I mean, I know what Warhammer is. But yeah, Disney was hurting from the money from movies and shows that didn't do well. Disney Plus is giving them problems and more. Yeah, well, that's their fault. Maybe they shouldn't have made everything suck. No, they did some good stuff.
You
I
know,
think.
you know that Disney is struggling for money when they make the price of the Battlefield collection $35 and
1 cent.
In 1 set. Oh, Battlefront. Got you.
yeah,
You said
new
Battlefield.
Battlefront. Disney's really hurting, so they made the Battlefront. I'm not even kidding. Look at it on Steam right now.
Just
It's 20% off. Look at
Oh
it.
my God.
Right now it's
So
20% off, but it's selling for $35 and 1 cent. And they're probably looking at that going, man, if we get 50, if we get at least 10,000 sales from this with an extra 1 cent per person, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's like
The board were just
$5.
drooling, going, oh my god.
I love it. I love it.
Think
I love
of how
everyone.
many. Think of how many Luke Skywalker deepfakes we can make.
Man, my biggest issue with that is that there never was online capability with Galactic Conquest, but dude,
Still not.
they're still not. And I man, like
I
that's
don't know why
all
they
that
didn't
people.
make that a multiplayer element. That would have been so much fun to have a competitive battle with your friends in that.
Dude, that was the greatest, still one of the greatest. It hasn't been like done in any way. Like it hasn't been done in a way. That game mode is so fucking good. Even still to this day, it's so good, and it's whatever. They keep throwing everything to Asper Media, which whatever. It's fine. They're doing what they can. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Okay, I can understand buying the same game. God. Cole said, "Ooh, brother. Ooh, what's that, brother?" I love that. That's been stuck in my head. Ooh, brother. Ooh, brother. Anyway, do you know what I'm talking about, DeMarco? He's like, "Oh, brother. What's that, brother?" Anyway, we'll have to look it up together. Anyway, thank you. So Assassin, we were talking about canceled Spider-Man games. We were talking about Last of Us canceling their dang games. We're talking about all the games being canceled. Mando canceled, Twisted Metal canceled, all these games canceled. So that's what we're on, basically. Are you sad about a Spider-Man being canceled?
No, because a multiplayer Spider-Man game doesn't really sound like a good idea. I know the trailer leaked earlier today, and a lot of people did say that it looked good, but that would have meant that Insomniac would have taken more resources into making sure that game did well, instead of actually making Wolverine and any other game that they were wanting to make. Like, I'm honestly more excited for Wolverine and the next Ratchet and Clank than anything live service that they could do. As for all the other games that have been canceled, like Actions, Twisted Metal, like, these are live services that Sony did imply earlier this year they're going to pivot away from. Or like 10 of them have been canceled, right? Out of the... Wait, so they wanted 12 by 2026. 6 of them have already been canceled, right? We got Factions, Twisted Metal, this Spider-Man one, Deviations game. I forgot what the other 2 were. Anyway, glad that Sony is pivoting away from the live service bandwagon. I mean, they still have Fair Games, they still have Concord, a couple others that I'm forgetting about too. As far as video game cancellations, like the Mandalorian game, it sucks. I would rather Respawn focus on something that isn't Apex in terms of first-person gameplay. Like, I'm honestly agreeing with the people upset that this one got canceled and the strategy one remains, even though 8-Bit Reactor is the one doing it. 8-Bit Reactor is not owned by EA, right? They're independent, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're laughing because before you got on, we were talking about how I was excited that the strategy game didn't get canceled, and I didn't really care for the Mandalorian game all that much. I was like, like, it's fine, Mando's gone, like, you know, it didn't really do any, but the strategy game,
He said, I don't understand why
world...
people are getting mad that the strategy game was...
Yeah.
Oh no, I was here for that. But I was like,
Okay, so you're just being spiteful. I get you.
Strategy... No, because strategy is.
No, you just hate things that I like. I get it. Don't worry.
We get
it. Hey, I pre-ordered a physical copy of Baldur's Gate 3, DeMarco. What the fuck are you talking about? I only hate the things you like.
With the 4 discs?
All right, listen.
I paid $100 for that, you piece of shit.
For the 4 discs?
Listen, Baldur's Gate 3 is objectively good, though, so that doesn't count. Because that is...
What do you mean that doesn't count?
Because it's just objectively, like, there's... No, you can't argue. Just listen, Baldur's Gate 3 is objectively just an incredible game.
No. I'm fighting back on this whole position that I only hate the things that you like, but I could actually make a better point that you hate the things that I like.
Listen, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, well... This is a situation where he stepped on my foot, and as soon as that happened, I stepped on his, so...
No, listen,
One of
no
us
one's stepping on
like
feet. No one's stepping on feet. I don't know what you're talking
Meanwhile,
about.
Holly and Red are laughing in the corner, like, ha 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 ha.
Anyway.
Hey, I'm just happy.
Anyway, Anyway, video games. I'm glad that the industry is beginning to change. They need to go back to basics. They need to go back to what works.
Are you guys excited about, so with amongst all these cancellations, one of the messages that has come out from all of this has been that studios are looking to make some, like, pull back on the experiences more, that they want to return to shorter, more concise experiences. I don't know if that necessarily means that it's going to be like single player focused, or if it's going to continue to be, I think realistically speaking, it'll continue to be a hybrid of here's your multiplayer live service and here's your single player games, but not aiming for these gargantuan 100-hour long open world titles. That to me on paper at least sounds good, because I think you can have, you know, I mean, Red, look at Mass Effect, that those aren't 100-hour games, but they're absolutely incredible. So I'm personally excited for that mentality to see what comes of it. But does that kind of disappoint you that you're not gonna, where you might not see as many of these massive 100-hour titles?
I mean, if that means we get the games faster and earlier, then no, not really. By the way, Brett, can you make that face again when we talk about Mass Effect?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I no. See, the thing is, when it comes to like shorter, smaller games from AAA studios, I mean, perfect example, Spider-Man Miles Morales, definitely worth the $50 despite it only being 10 to 12 hours. Plus, I don't know, it's just, I don't really feel like waiting 5 to 8 years for a game coming from a studio that Yes, I mean, perfect example, Suicide Squad. We waited 8 years for this garbage. Was it worth it? Warner Brothers?
And they're doubling down on live service.
They are! They're doubling down on that piece of shit.
What is
even
happening at that company? David Zaslav,
Okay, so-
please. Just go, someone
Alright,
throw a
so-
rock through his office window, I swear to God.
Hogwarts Legacy sells 23 million copies. I sleep. Suicide Squad, live service, it flops. Real shit. That's literally what the CEO of Warner Brothers is thinking. Like, hey, you know that thing that failed? Let's keep doing it. I don't know about that, Chief. If Hogwarts
Hey,
Legacy
listen.
2 ends up coming out sometime in the next few years, I'd be really concerned. And now I'm even more concerned about Wonder Woman. Like, what the
You
fuck?
cheat. Red.
Yeah.
Red. What did you do to Mr. Sin?
What do you mean?
What? His name?
What? It's just...
Piss
Oh,
off,
I put
Brett.
a space in between. Oh, sorry. Let me change that. There we go.
That was Yodani's fault.
Sorry, there we go. I changed it. I fixed it. There we go. Sorry.
It's always
continue.
Nanny's fault. Love you, Nanny. No, it's just I want smaller, less expensive games that
No!
would take 2 to 3 years to come out. Oh no. What happened now?
Just to look at the stream.
Hey!
Oh, that was so bad. That was like the worst timing.
Shouldn't have said no buy those.
Yep. As soon as I.
Bonus!
Anyway,
So
good.
anyway, I was just curious because I'm excited for it. I agree. You know, games taking 8 years to develop is absolutely insane, especially when you look at something, and obviously it has to harken back to Elder Scrolls, right? Where Elder Scrolls 6, it has been an absurd amount of time, and it's going to continue to be an absurder amount of time. And I have been waiting for that. We have a Fallout TV show. I just got a Fallout Magic the Gathering deck. We have Fallout 4, Fallout 76 that's still ongoing. and there's enough Fallout, and there's tons of like Fallout merch that's coming out in lieu of with the show, and like tons of other Fallout themed things that are coming. And I'm sitting around waiting to become one of the skeletons to be resurrected in the next Elder Scrolls game because it's taking forever, and I'm not a fan of it. So if shorter production times is a result of it, I think that's great.
It really is a hard time to be an Elder Scrolls fan. This is why I hope that this Oblivion remake or remaster is literally true and it's coming in the next year or two. I hope so, for fuck's sake. Fallout fans have been spoiled. Elder Scrolls fans have to suffer.
DeMarco, can you
That's
talk
for
about-
Elder Scrolls.
We got Elder Scrolls Castles on mobile.
Fuck mobile games.
I'm gonna have to cut off a couple toes and sell them because I pre-ordered that Pit-Boy.
A Pit-Boy.
The
The Pit-Boy.
No, I know what it is,
Pit-Boy
but
with
one
the
that
live
came with
screen on it.
wait,
I
there's one
know
with
what
a
it
live
is,
stream?
but
Uh-huh.
what?
Wait, what?
How much was it?
Yeah, it's like the recreated one, like the
Yeah,
new,
it's
like
for the
revised
show.
ones.
It's like they did it. It's in the show,
Yeah, it looks like it's not as bulky, right? Well, it
and
doesn't
it
look as
like
bulky,
opens
but-
and closes and stuff.
Right.
Yep.
See,
Yeah.
the
So
original
anybody
one,
needs
you
a
just, like,
toe,
shove
let me
your-
know. They're going for about $100 a piece.
Diecast replica.
Right, gotcha, understood. It's worth it, right?
Is it
There's a-
$200? Is this it? The one that's steel?
Yeah.
$200 pre-order product notice.
Gee,
That's
way to
the
put
real
my business
screen?
out there, huh?
It's like silverish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like brushed silver, brushed steel.
Can you turn here? Let me turn you up a little bit, DeMarco.
True, Jonas. True.
Oh, does this work with the? Does this work with the game as well with Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I know that they had the one that came that you could buy separate and put. Your
Yeah,
phone-
they had an older one. Yeah. This one looks a little more upgraded.
Lotus, thank you so much. Lotus Esprit keeps donating 50 at a time for the 50th episode of the Renegade Realm podcast as we celebrate this time. Thank you so
Again?
much.
Oh my god.
This is a
Lotus.
purple cheerleader person. What's the lore behind that?
Google.
They're biggest fans. These people will always cheer you on. Be the first to like your stream and love your presence unconditionally. They're your biggest fan.
Oh,
Aw, that's really
That's
nice.
so sweet. Thank you so much, Lotus. You are a legend. You are a legend. Wait, is Nerds and Legends still here? No. Yes, you are a legend. Thank you so much. You were so nice.
Oh, sorry, Jonas. My dogs are playing with each other and the other like rah at each other.
DeMarco, say something. Is DeMarcus so quiet, or can he come up? I don't think I can turn him up any higher. It's out of my power. It's out of my power. Anyway, so anyway, we just talked a lot about stuff. Live service games are dying. Along with that, Holly, you made a topic today. I stole it. The CEO of Payday 3, Starbreeze Studio, got fired.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Did he work for Sweet Baby Inc?
Because Payday 3 underperformed significantly, and they weren't happy about it. But it was mostly due to the launch. It was like bad launch, which we all know. Payday 3 had a really rough launch, and even as of February, they still have some bugs and stuff in it, more than they would like. So that was it. And somebody from the board who has, I think it said like 40 years experience, is temporarily taking over until they can hire somebody for that spot. It's a shame.
That sucks so bad. Payday is such a beloved IP, and if you look back, the same way with Witcher, I want to know, has Risket played The Witcher 3? I want to know.
He's been playing more Twitter lately.
I think so.
Because if Risket for the
I'm not quite
Biscuit
sure.
played and liked The Witcher 3, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. If you remember what happened with The Witcher 3 being released and had so many issues, and it's like not even the same game
I have a
anymore.
huge problem with his cyberpunk thing. I don't agree.
So he doesn't
want
want
to
to play Cyberpunk. The same thing was with Payday 2. Payday 2 launched, didn't have a whole lot of content, the servers were all fucked up, and then years later it had that. Guys, I've said it 1,000 times. Payday 2 has so much content, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much shit that game has. And it didn't happen overnight. It happened over years. Took so many years for that game to become the way that it was. Now, you know, whenever Payday 1 came out, that game for its time was really unique. So the fan base was really hyped up. But a bad launch, first impressions are everything. Seriously. So it sucks.
So what you're saying is
should have
it's
had
tradition.
their servers ready. They should have had their servers ready, knowing that millions of people, thousands, even dozens, would have jumped into this game, and they weren't prepared for it. You know.
And it was on Game Pass, so
on
like
Game Pass.
you know, you had an influx of people immediately. And for a game like that, like it's not even like a single player, right? Where you have online check-in or something, you know, it's literally dependent. Everything is dependent on the servers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So I
also
guess-
didn't help that Payday launched right next to other big heavy hitters as well. Lies of P launched on the service a week before, and then Phantom Liberty, I think, came a week later. Like, putting Payday, which, yes, Payday is a well-established IP, but more people were excited for those two titles than they were for Payday. Just because Souls-like games have been on the rise lately in terms of popularity, and a lot of good impressions for Phantom Liberty had just went out a couple weeks before Payday's launch, so those were the two games that a lot of people were more keen on playing than Payday. And if Payday had launched in a better state, then we wouldn't be in this position with that game right now. But Red, you, me, DeMarco, and I think Mac or Colt, we tried to play that first day, and for the life of fuck, we couldn't do it.
I think we had
I
one
think there
game
was a
that we got lucky with.
Yeah, we did, and
that was
then
it.
one of
And
us
then it
got
was
kicked
several
out, so we
days.
all left.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
several days before we were able to actually get into it properly.
Right.
Yeah, it took. How long did we wait after that? Like a month or two until we tried again, and even then, it still had a little bit of issues. Oh,
Yeah.
that was when Holly joined, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Because I lost Game Pass and Holly got me Payday, and I was like, "Yay!" The game is still a lot of fun, but again, first impressions are everything. So this dude, what I'm curious, is this the CEO? Like, is this a new CEO? As in like a few years into the company?
Yeah, he
'Cause-
hadn't been there that long.
Okay.
Um,
See, because
I'd have
the
to look it
OG dog would have known. He just came in and just tried to, cut.
well, but you
costs.
don't have a CEO that's brand new in the business. You know, you hire somebody who's not at that level. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry. I
Yeah.
just meant a CEO that knows the IP. Like, if it was the
Oh.
original dude, he would have been like, "Nah, guys, I know how this goes. Make sure that you get your budget, right for our servers. That way we can have them ready to go, and we can sort of take them down and whatnot. Because they're expensive, man. That kind of shit. It's expensive.
A lot of people think it's just like, why don't you just buy more servers, dude? Like,
It doesn't work like that.
have you tried plugging in the other server?
Right, exactly. Try resetting the router, the giant router.
Are you
I
on
have to say that-
Wi-Fi? You need to go wired.
Right, exactly.
Did you turn your Bluetooth off? It's like, dude, I've seen there's a very interesting mentality though, where just download more RAM. Yeah, dude, did you put more RAM on it? There's a very interesting mentality where, if you guys saw the comments from I think it was Pal World CEO, where he went down to the people who were in charge of making sure the servers were running and that nothing shut down and they didn't have any problems. And he went down, and I'm again paraphrasing, but he was like, whatever happens, you do not let these servers go offline. He says, I will pay whatever it needs. It will come out of my bank account or my pocket. I don't care. He's like throwing money around. He's like, make it work. He's like, this does not turn off. And I have so much respect for that. I think that's fantastic. And then there's a Payday situation where you could see how it just absolutely destroys a game completely. And when you have such a we're seeing a lot of all these live service projects get canceled because they're hard to make sure that they're up and running, especially when you have a studio like Insomniac who doesn't make multiplayer games, or Naughty Dog who doesn't make multiplayer games, and you're telling them make these online titles that you need to support and make new content for and constantly be updating, and they need to be monetized, and all these other prerequisites that these studios just don't do. You can't have a bad launch because players, and I think Jonas touched on this before, they'll move on and they'll find something that's worth buying. They'll go play Power World, they'll go play Helldivers 2. Even if Payday had a better launch than it did, people would have probably moved on very quickly to Helldivers, and now Payday would just be sort of sitting there if there wasn't any content that was coming out for it. So if you don't have the scope to scale that you need to.
Speaking of Helldivers, my copy's coming in a couple weeks. And Red, by the way, just got a notification. One of the games that I bought last week is gonna come in a couple days. Care to guess which one it is?
Plague Tale.
No, I've already got both of those games. It's the game that you've been begging me to buy since December.
Oh, Mass Effect.
No, but I did buy that. But no.
Give me a hint.
I should go.
Starts with an M.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Legendary Edition.
Ha ha ha! No, I knew Red was gonna do that. I did not expect DeMarco to do that.
Just what is it?
Monkey Island.
It's Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's really really good. Like really really.
Yeah,
good.
I got the I forgot what the name of the $100 edition is, but I got that for $12.
It's
Amazon.
the legendary. Isn't it called the legendary, DeMarco? I have it too.
I never buy
I don't
these
know.
super deluxe editions. I can't. I'm sorry.
It is
unless
called like.
Well, it was only
Legendaries
$12.
Something.
No, that's
Oh.
super worth it.
Yeah, it is because you
$12.
get all the golden skins and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
And all the special characters, which are really good.
Woohoo!
Shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you guys so much as always for hanging out with us. And thank you again to Yodani and Lotus who have been so generous. It's just you guys don't understand how much that means to me. I can't really. I don't want to hang on too long, but seriously, it means a lot. Seriously, it's really really timely.
Gotta use some of that for a giveaway.
Right, exactly.
Go back.
Ooh, you know what? Let me do a giveaway. And let me. I'll make a poll and to get this ready for the codes that I do have. And all these codes are for Xbox. Okay, they're all for Xbox, but I do want to give some codes away. So while I do that, Jonas is sorry. I haven't been neglecting chat. I've been reading everything, especially Yodani. DeMarco is Italian. He just talks with his hands anyway. He does. Cool. Exactly. I'm assuming you said gabagool, but you cut out. But Jonas says a bad launch also sets the roadmap back significantly. By the time a studio is caught up with the fixing, hang on. By the time a studio is caught up with fixing the base game, the
Lotus, can I
player
work for
base-
you?
Lotus, damn it! Lotus. God,
You need some extra help, Lotus. I'm looking. I'm sort of in between careers at the moment. If you.
Oh my God!
If you
Thank
just-
you so much, Lotus. Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous. Thank you so much. What's this? Rocket.
Yeah, what is
Bird?
this one?
DeMarco not
that one
being in charge of the
is
Bethesda
just
OnlyFans isn't
perfect.
worth it?
This pair is just a classic surf dude. Oh, it's dude, so it's that one's my super chat. He's his own biggest supporter and hands down the most self-confident piece of fruit you will ever meet.
Okay. Wow, that's kind of
Piece of
like
fruit.
some of these are like a
Oh, geez.
little. This is confident
innocent.
piece of fruit. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lotus.
I think so,
you
Jonas.
you are so nice. I can't even. Now I want a pear. When's the last time y'all ate a pear?
Never. They're gross.
All right.
Haven't
Um,
years.
Jonas says a bad launch also sets the roadmap back significantly. By the time a studio is caught up with fixing the base game, the player base has moved on and do not care about the new features. Exactly. But the same thing, Fallout 76 is a testament to how games can come back, kind of. I mean, critically, I don't know. People didn't want to.
You're kind of pushing it there. I mean,
Assassin,
Yeah,
have
it's
you
gotten a
played
lot
Fallout
better.
70? Have you played
it lately?
Like,
I played it
all?
last year. Yeah, last year.
But you also
How
played
much?
Mass Effect and
Was-
stopped.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason I stopped playing Mass Effect is because big games came out. The reason I stopped playing Fallout 76 is because it didn't grab me.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll grab you. Let me end this poll right here.
he is for sale.
It is. It is. Let's see. I don't care. Yeah, no one cares about Payday, apparently. Someone said that they want to play it. So, there you go. Let me see. Oh, God. Yadani says, I love you, Red, and when I dream, I can't sleep and I scream about you. All right. All right. Can you imagine? Yadani just rolling around with those locks and hair, just he's screaming in bed. I'm saying my name. Say my name. Say my... All right. So, let's. So, the title of the episode, games are changing. Gaming is changing. Is that a lot is changing. Where do you guys think the industry is going as far as like what's gonna push things forward? Like, we
Double A
rarely get
Studios,
big.
dude.
Double A and indie.
Double A and indie.
Okay. All right. Right. Yes. We're on the same page. Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Independent
that's my
AAA
answer.
studios, though. Specifically
Sure.
new ones that have popped up in recent years.
Sure, and I think like once in a while we'll get the big gems like Elden Ring and Dragon's Dogma 2. And even Banishers. Man, Banishers is so good. I don't know why.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3, exactly. That's another studio that is unleashed with they're independent. They're independent, right?
Yes.
They're not under.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
they're independent.
Oh, they are proudly independent.
Yeah. They're not gonna. They're not gonna.
Ben Wick literally has said no, they have no plans of being acquired by anybody. They want to be independent for as long as they can.
Right.
So tomorrow. Until
Yeah, no.
Holly, do you agree with this?
Mostly. I still think we're gonna have plenty of AAA games. But I think the variety is going to be a little less. It's going to be established IP that we see. Probably won't see any giant mega out of the blue stuff unless it is like a Kojima game or a Miyazaki game, right? Like Elden Ring is a new IP, but it's FromSoft, so it's gonna do okay. You know what I mean? Like things like that as far as new IP. I think Ubisoft is going to continue to make their tried and true AAA series. I'm hoping that they change how that looks over time. Maybe trim them back, which makes sense, right? Because it'll still be a AAA game, but it will be smaller in content, which means less money to develop, and probably honestly better quality because you don't have as much bloat. I don't know, just trying to think about how you take those AAA games and you cut the budget down, right? Because that's ultimately what it is. I mean, we know AI is going to be helping with some of that stuff. Sorry, my dogs are sassy tonight. Yes. One is very unhappy because the other one is taking his lick mat with peanut butter on it.
Oh.
So peanut butter. Yeah. But it's just really hard to say, oh, we'll just go to AA and everything will be great and people will love the games, because a good game is lightning in the bottle and you don't know when you're going to catch it, right? There's nothing to say this one is for sure going to hit all the right notes, right? And it's just all dependent how what the market's doing, what people are missing, because sometimes you go through droughts of there hasn't been a really good insert here, Metroidvania or something like that, right? And people are just looking for those. And it's really hard to quantify what that is that's going to slap. So we will
Right.
see, but I do think that budgets are going to be the key to moving forward, and it's going to be done creatively, but I don't think we're going to see like a massive shift where all these AAAs just start disappearing. I don't think
Well,
that's...
AAA is not going to go anywhere, but it's like you said, the quality has to be there. If you look at the past 3 big AAA gems that we've had, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and someone give me another one, like in recently. Red, DeMarco, you guys have a third one?
Like major publisher AAA title.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay, I
would-
got it. Dragon's Dogma 2. What
would
do
say,
these
well-
3 games have in common? What do they have in common?
What are the 3?
Well, they're
Dragon's Dogma
sequels.
2.
Right?
El-
did
Elden Ring, Baldur's
Oh.
Gate 3, and Dragon's
Very
Dogma
big.
2. What do these 3 games specifically have in common for being a AAA game?
Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring. Well, they're all fantasy.
They're not shooters.
They're all
fantasy. They're all open world.
they're all big budget, but more importantly, there's no live service money microtransaction BS involved with them. That's why those
Mhm.
games gravitated very well with the market. A lot of people have been saying these past few years they are tired of the games as a service live service bandwagon. They're tired of the greedy monetization coming into their games. Those are the 3 games. When you think about what everybody wants, they just want to pay $60, $70 for a video game and have dozens and dozens of hours playing it.
But
Those
I
are
don't
the
think
ones that are gravitating.
I don't
see, the
think
rare
you-
exception being Palworld and Helldivers 2. Those are exceptions,
Lotus.
though.
Lotus with another...
Red doesn't even have to be here.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
what's that one? I like that one.
That's the hippo again.
Yeah, in a coin box.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same lore though.
Oh, okay.
Popo the hippo.
Popo the hippo. So cute. But Assassin, I don't think that people are gravitating to those solely because they don't have live service elements. I mean, Elden Ring is a FromSoft game, and those only come around every few years, right? So people just buy the
3
heck
to
out of
4
it.
years.
Plus, it was the first FromSoft, and the reason this one hit so big, it was the first FromSoft game that was open world and allowed people who didn't want the difficulty of a Souls game to be able to still play a Souls game, right? So that was a huge success. Plus, it had our J.R.R. What's that guy's name?
Martin?
The Game of Thrones guy.
George R. R. Martin.
Yeah.
Or Martin.
It had that he was attached to it, and that was, everybody's expecting a new Game of Thrones kind of thing, right? So there's a lot going for that one. And then Baldur's Gate 3, it's a sequel to, a popular series, but more importantly, I think it just hit at the right time, right? Plus it had a lot of...
I had never
What?
heard of Baldur's Gate until 3 came out. And a lot of what people said after these games came out, except for Dragon's Dogma 2, that's literally all I heard about these games, is that they're fun, they're high quality, but they don't have any of the BS that people have been seeing lately.
I
Especially if you-
agree. I agree with both sides. I think you look at a game like Helldivers and the success that game has, and I think you have an argument to say, well, people don't mind live service as long as it's fair.
As long as it's
Um,
fair and it doesn't go into greedy territory,
Yeah, as
is
long as
where
this doesn't
live service does well.
it can't feel as though, hey, I paid for this game for $70, but I actually need to spend $100 to get the full game, but then I actually need to spend $150 to $200 to actually enjoy the game. And obviously that, their level of enjoyment will vary from person to person based on what they like and dislike, but there's something to be said that these non-monetized titles have these non-monetized titles resonate with players, that it's refreshing to be able to pick up a game and know that you're getting the full experience. Because even you could look at a title like, you know, Holly, you like the new Call of Duties a lot, but you know, I would unquestionably say that there's a huge group of people that look at, you know, these new Call of Duty titles and say, well, I'm buying this game, but then 60% of the cool, like some of the cool stuff about Call of Duty are all the skins you could get and the weapons and that stuff. And now all of that is locked behind a paywall to get the cooler ones that you actually want to have. And so you can't really spend, you know, you can't really buy a game for $70 because you're not getting the full game. Especially when you look at some of the arguments of, you know, some of the arguments when live service was a bit newer, like, and people were calling out how there's all of this information, all these skins, all of this, all the paid aspects of the game were already in the game. They were developed and they were there, and you know, even if you bought the disc version, like, they're installed on the disc, you just can't get them because you didn't pay. So and that was some of the things that people were saying early on when live service, and you don't really see that argument as much anymore because obviously everything is a lot more digital than even it was a couple years ago. But so anyway, there's an argument to be had about the tiresome nature of live service and feeling over monetized, and then there's an argument to be said about live service being done correctly, where it doesn't feel too greedy and it feels a little bit more integrated into the experience, if you will. I don't think that's necessarily the right way to put it, but Helldivers would be a prime example, and that game's success.
When it comes to video games, I do agree with both sides as well. When it comes Holly and DeMarco, like AA and indie games, they, whether we like it or not, those are the studios that we're going to be looking up to in the next few years. Not because they're going to release good games. I mean, you could still be a AAA publisher and release a dud, whereas an indie developer could come in,
as far as sales
or and then again, an indie developer could come in and make a successful multiplayer indie title like Innersloth did with Among Us a few years back. It just depends. It's like you said.
It was made by one guy.
Made by one guy.
It was made by one guy?
Yeah.
Really? Damn. Hope you got his pay's worth. Jesus.
And it's only $10.
I'm sorry. Real quick, sorry.
It's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be a mix of everything. It's just which publishers, which studios are gonna be doing a good job, and who isn't. Anyway, what?
Oh, I was gonna say real quick, for anyone who is here listening and you're not seeing the chat, go into the live chat right now and vote. I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes for the votes, and I'm gonna drop a code. I'm gonna keep dropping codes. It's not like this is the only code I'm gonna drop, but hurry up, vote. Let's just get to 10. Oh, that was easy. Okay. All right. Still, I'm gonna wait till 11 minutes have gone by, and then I will drop the code, and then after that I'll put in another code. So keep putting it in, and thank you so much, Lotus, for dropping another $50 super chat. You are channel sponsor, along with executive producer Assassin Entertainment here, who is also an executive producer because he's been here since.
Why did you have to say that like Special Nick?
Oh man, Nick is just, God, he's so attractive. He's like, I'm straight as hell, man. He's attractive, and I've been watching so much Halo, and I cannot not see him. I'm just like, why doesn't Master Chief have an Australian accent? What'd you say, DeMarco?
The TV show Halo?
Yeah.
Nick is way more handsome than Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah, I agree. Pablo has like, he's got like my cheeks. He's got like the weird like, I think it's my beard maybe. I don't know. He's got like the, it's sort of like,
it's high cheekbones that create that like divity thing.
Yeah, the divity.
Yeah.
Divity do.
You must divot.
All right. So it looks like I'm gonna end this poll here right now.
Hey, Red, we're talking about cancellation, right?
Look at that. Look what won the poll.
Mass Effect. Or Witcher.
Of course.
What?
It won.
You're
Good one.
welcome.
And
Colt-
I'm gonna
Colt
drop.
just,
Oh god, dude. Oh my god, Colt, thank you so much, bro. What the fuck? Oh,
What is
man.
happening?
Colt dropped a
$500
$50.
this stream, Red.
Are you keeping up? Is there a way
500
to see?
500 in super chats.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's-
You guys,
so you
you
know
guys
that
are
your community
literally
is very
pulling me out of
generous.
poverty, out of debt. I've been in debt since Christmas. I'm not kidding. Maybe a little too much information, but it's been very rough.
What
And
the fuck,
you guys,
Red?
it's really rough. This is why I can't. Anyway, I don't want to go into detail. You guys, thank you so fucking much for the support. It's been, I love you guys so much. Thank you. And I'm gonna cry. Okay, the Colt, bro, thank you so much. He says, I love this podcast community. Thank you all for being friends and supporting all of us. Yes, exactly. And that's what we do. We support each other. Exactly. ADM just joined. The Starfield aficionado says, did they shut down Pony Station yet? Not yet, but soon.
No.
Soon. Anyway, all right. Everyone in chat, get ready. I'm about to drop this code, so get your fingers ready. I'm giving you fair warning. That way you can get ready. This is an Xbox code, okay? So don't try to put
Don't
it
worry,
in your
chat. When I
PlayStation.
start getting paid, I'm gonna drop some PlayStation codes eventually. Because we're a fair and unbiased podcast, right, Red?
That's exactly right. We have an Xbox main, me. We have a PC main, DeMarco. We have a PlayStation main-ish, an Assassin. And Holly, she just does everything. She does whatever the hell she wants to do all the time. No, well,
I
Holly,
have
you're
never
mainly
heard
Xbox,
Holly
right?
talk about a Switch. I have never heard her
I have a
say
Switch.
She's got a
Nintendo.
Switch. Come on.
You do?
Yeah, I played
I have never.
all the regular,
never heard
all
you
of the
say
games,
that.
the major games.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna be like her Nintendo representative?
Guess what? My name
Yeah.
is on Nintendo.
The blue number.
Yeah.
Really?
It's everywhere.
Wow.
I have the same
Oh,
name
it's
on
the same.
everything.
I thought you were saying like there's a Nintendo game called That Blue Number. I was like,
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
I could
That's
see.
my next thing after Ladyscaped.
Ladyscape to that blue number. There you go. Understood. I love it. Yadani says, you are indebted. To
Which
me
one
now.
of you
I
all
take-
main Twitter? I'm pretty sure that's me, considering that I'm the one that keeps everyone up to date with the news. Speaking of which, Red, did you already hear the Black Panther game is already being canceled?
Oh my god. And I'm white, and I was excited for that. Are you serious?
Yes. You know what?
Sorry, I had to say that. I had to be
Ugh.
edgy. No, I was really
I guess I'm
excited
gonna be
'cause it
the one
was-
playing that game.
It was rumored that you could create your own character, your own African American character, because that's the culture of the game. I was really excited for that. Those were the leaks though. I was really excited for that.
Fred, you know I'm not
Lotus
talking
dropped
about,
another
like,
20.
cancer,
Thank you so much.
right?
Lotus just dropped a $20 super chat. Thanks for being. Hang on. Thanks for being you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Lotus, you're so nice. Who's that? Oh, is that Perry again? Is that the pair? Okay.
It's the pair. Yeah.
Yes, it's the
Fantastic.
pair.
Thank you so much, Lotus.
Anyway,
Um,
Red, just so you know that I'm not talking about. It's not canceled. It's
Oh.
just canceled, or it's being boycotted
why?
right now. One of the developers behind the scenes has recently came out and said that she is not hiring white
Careful.
people.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Knew it was coming. Knew that was coming.
Yep. I knew it too. As soon as I saw the video of her actually saying that, I was like, "Yeah, this game it's fucked. It's fucked before it's even shown."
Well, people said the same about Hogwarts Legacy.
That's so funny. I'm so glad that you
That
brought
is
this up.
true.
All the biggest boycotted games have been the biggest hit. You know why? Because SEO, because it takes over the internet. People hear about it, and then they're like, what are they talking about? Especially whenever you go on Twitter, and people start tweeting about this, and Hogwarts Legacy, Black Panther, whatever the game is. It's out there in the internet now, and everything is attached.
Yeah, but
so whenever you go to look for something...
there is a big difference.
Yes.
There's a difference. The
Yeah.
developers of Hogwarts Legacy, they don't agree with J.K. Rowling's views. The developers behind Cliffhanger, though, they are saying that they don't want to hire, quote-unquote, the White Brigade because they don't feel safe around them.
I
Okay.
haven't seen the official comments, but yes, there is a difference.
Okay, look. What I will say though is listen, this is what I'll say. If they said we would like to hire more, people that would know the culture. I'm trying to be careful as writers to properly and respectfully write the story and make sure everything is up to par and cohesive with the Black Panther lore and the narrative and the culture, I would understand that. But if you're talking about not wanting to hire anyone white because even if they have nothing to do with the story, that's a little yikes. It's a little yikes.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
what I would
bringing
say.
this up at all.
Do you
but
understand? Hang on,
it's
but do
trending
you
now.
guys understand what I mean though? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When I say if they specifically came out and said, we don't want to hire, we're not trying to hire a bunch of white people to write for black characters. I'll just say that. Would that be more understandable?
Yeah,
Everyone
there's-
writes from a relatable place, so you need people who have, experience, right?
Yes.
Right.
In anything, and I don't care what the topic is, right? You
From
need
all
people who
walks
have
of life.
experience with the topic of the day, whatever the topic is that you're working on.
Right. That's all that I'm saying. So I would totally and 100% understand and agree if they said we're looking to hire people in the writer's room when it comes to that's all. But if you're, I need to look into this more because this is a really touchy subject. But
I sent it to y'all on Twitter.
okay.
You can look at it afterwards.
okay. Let me just yikers, as Jonas says. Yadani says you're indebted to me now. I take back rubs and hair compliments as payment. Man, I need to get like you giggling, looking into the mic, looking into the mic like this, looking into the camera, Yadani, and flipping your hair and going. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Buy a Zora, buy a Zora, buy a Zora.
Thank you. Oh. Jonah says you better upgrade your GPU. I can't. I have a laptop, so only thing that I can do, is save up to get an actual PC. That's all that I can do, is save up to get a PC, which I'm doing now. I'm doing it now. Anyway, but that is the plan. Trust me. Jonas, you ignored me the other day.
Yeah,
I know what you're doing.
Peanut Brooks in chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to talk about that. As,
Peanut Brooks, you're brand new here. Thanks for joining. If you're new, leave a like and at the least and a sub at the most. If you're new, I appreciate you showing up. Sorry, Lotus. Lotus says, "Blue number, you all deserve it for keeping it real and positive without destroying others." Exactly. As soon as we, oh, sorry, that's what you were reading. I wouldn't buy it. Sweet Baby Ink needs to go. Yeah, I really don't know how to talk about the Sweet Baby Ink issue without, it's again, it's really touchy. This is not the podcast for that, because this podcast is meant to be loose and fun and just like you're hanging out with your friends. That's literally what this show is. We're not going to get political. We're not even going to get serious and mad and angry about the politics of gaming. And that just means like financial stuff and like which is totally fine, by the way. I think that stuff is great. I am just not going to talk out of my ass about things I don't know. So, but Sweet Baby Inc., if you have a problem with them, all the power to you. And I agree to an extent for the negative sides of what they're doing. But again, it's hard to talk about. It's hard to talk about. But
just if you're a part of that, just don't stoop down to their level. Because I've actually seen and read what some of those people behind that company have done, and just don't be like them. Really, that's
And
all that really needs to be
as
said.
Lotus Esprit just said, keeping it real, and positive, without destroying others, without attacking people, without being mean and rude. You can disagree all you want, but actually, why don't you try talking to each other if you disagree for fucking once? Twitter would rather just be toxic and terrible instead of actually trying to have a conversation and work things out. But that's just not the world.
I mean,
that we live
DeMarco
in.
and I disagree all the time, but at least we let each other talk and we listen to each other.
Right, exactly.
Mainly so that way we can provide entertainment to y'all and to Holly and Red.
Yes. So anyway, back to
Woohoo!
hey, can you if anyone got that code, let me know if you got it, because I need to mark it off the list. If someone here on the panel could check it and make sure that someone got it, because I can't confirm. I can't do anything right now. But if you did get it, if you did get the Mass Effect Legendary code, here, I'll pin it. Oh no, I did. I already pinned it. I did pin it. Okay, yeah, if you could check that for me. As soon as that code is gone, I will drop another code.
It's
I'll
an
put it in a
Xbox
poll.
code, right?
It's an Xbox code. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lotus says I closed my Twitter this morning. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Twitter is just, it's awful. I've been trying to stay away from like doom scrolling, as they call it, as the kids call it, and just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then you come across something, you're like, why is this even on my feed? I don't even. Oh my god, it just makes you look at the vein in my neck.
No, it's still available.
Okay,
Somebody
so the
take
code,
it. Still available.
the code that's up top is still available for Xbox. Somebody take the ding dang code. It's Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Come on. So anyway, Dune scrolling. You, Donnie. Anyway, look, we have to talk about this. It's time for the fun talk we've all been waiting for. Dragon's
Are we gonna
Dogma
talk about
2.
games? Oh,
Yes.
that game.
Oh, that. Sorry.
We're gonna talk about the 2 new AAA studios that popped up today that actually have good people behind them.
Well, yes, but first, let's talk about Dragon's Dogma 2. I gotta get this out of my system, okay? Dragon's Dogma, and everyone on this podcast has not tried it except for me. I've done it. Great, perfect.
I've done it.
Oh,
Character
you did?
creator?
Yeah,
Character
you didn't even
creator?
share your character. Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you make?
People.
Okay, great. So it works.
You know what? I am one of like 2 people in the world who's like, I don't want all these choices. Give me like 4 options for each. I'm gonna pick one and let's go. Like, I don't want to spend 3 hours building a character. I just want a minimal amount of options and go. Right. That's generally who I am.
Do you
I don't
usually feel
because
that way because you're wanting to get into the game?
yes, I don't.
Because
And
this
especially
is the
with first-person games, because it literally doesn't,
doesn't
matter.
matter.
You're
It doesn't
only
matter.
gonna see yourself in like cutscenes for half an
you
hour of the
should
game,
see yourself
maybe.
in cutscenes Cyberpunk, but whatever. But I agree with you. That what I was gonna say, in this rare occasion, you can build your character up. You can say.
But I also got annoyed with it. But I did it. I was just like, I don't care. Like, I was like, this person is not hideous. It generally fits what I would pick anyway. Fine, and I did it, and then I did my
Okay.
pawn. So I made a human for my main character, and then I made a very tall cat dude for my pawn.
Khajiit?
Whatever.
Yo, Donnie grabbed the code. Sorry, real quick. Yo, Donnie, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you got it,
Good.
bro. That's awesome. Fantastic. That makes me so. He said I grabbed the code and now I can game share it with my wife. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Hell yes. Nice. That feels good. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. So you're one of those
No,
people
I
that
just- I just don't care. Like, I care, but not really that much. I wish I had a randomizer that was like, do you want your character to be super weird looking, super plain and normal, super ridiculously good looking, or I actually don't care and just roll the dice? You hit the randomizer and it gives you something in that zone, and away we go. That would be awesome, actually. But Sorry.
They need to bring back that. You make a good point. They should absolutely bring back when Oblivion launched the randomized button. They just called it the ugly button because no matter what you pushed, it would come out with a monstrosity.
And I would play with that character, like the Elden Ring ones, where people are like, "I'm gonna pull this." Every slider goes either left or right, all the way, and then they just make a character, and it has like putrid colored skin or like magenta colored skin. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, I'm all in. Plus, then half the time too, the armor and stuff that you get covers everything that you customize too. So why did I spend 3 hours doing this when I have a cloak on for 95% of the time? And the cool tattoos that I was able to put on are literally always covered. I'm the pate poopa. So I made me, I'm a human. My pawn is a tall fur thing with
Hey.
tiger stripes.
Can you I'm so curious. I don't know how to do this. I have 2 codes for okay, anyway, here. Never mind. I'll figure it out. Here we go. All right, I'm about to drop. Well, I almost said Harlem, which would have been funny.
Red
All
check
right.
Discord, though.
Yeah.
I am going to. Cause
Yep.
I just need someone to check what these codes are because I like abbreviated it. So this is not one of them, but here is. I'm gonna keep The Witcher 3 in this rotation, but I put 3 new games in there that I have to give out. So there's the poll. There's the new poll for the game codes. You guys let me know which one that you want. Let me know. A lot of good stuff there. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. So DeMarco, you have not
Check.
messed with.
Discord.
I can't. Oh, maybe I can on my phone.
Yeah, just check. I haven't messed around with the creator. I love the idea. I wanted that for Starfield actually.
Mhm.
When Starfield came out, I said release a character creator. Just let players hop in and get excited, and then they don't have to worry about doing all that stuff before the game comes out. They can just jump right into the game, and I love the idea of creators. In this instance, I love to see the creations. I understand why the amount of options are just overwhelming, and honestly, I just usually end up making generic male fantasy hero anyway. So no matter what I come out with, it's always just kind of the same, like just generic dude with beard and black long hair. That's it. And so, but I love the
Long
idea
hair,
that-
huh?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to just like go to a Ren fair or something and have my hair grown out and just like Aragorn
Like a ponytail
style.
thing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have just Aragorn hair. It's been my dream since I was a little wee baby boy that watched Lord of the Rings. But alas, it's not meant to be. I don't have that hair, so I do it in my fantasy games. But so I love seeing the creations that people come out with. I love seeing that people can interact with the game in that form. And
Mhm.
honestly, I wish more titles would try to do something similar, because it's always exciting to know that fans can interact before the game is out, and it's even more exciting to see Jonas's handsome face here on stream on the Red Wolf Renegade podcast live with the
Why do
face
you always
reveal
call
for the
it
first
that?
time ever.
With such a stunning short haircut now.
I know.
Yeah,
look at
I finally get rid of it.
him. Wait, I'm sorry. As I say, look at him, I take him away from everyone. How are you, Jonas? Thanks so much for jumping on.
I'm doing good, and I'm so excited for.
Jonas, do angels start singing whenever you reveal your face in public?
I have not heard them. I haven't spoken to other people about
I
it
don't think you're listening closely enough. Then they're definitely there.
Fantastic. God?
I was gonna say I really like the character creator, and I really like when they do it this way and they just let people create their characters before the game comes out. And I love how great this character creator is. Have you you've talked about it already. How amazingly close people have come to creating already established characters. Like that just speaks to the quality of the customization in this.
It is probably the best. It's one of the hands down one of the best character creators that I've ever messed with in my whole entire life. Like, it's insane, and the testament is what people have recreated with Baldur's Gate 3 characters and like just real life people. It's insane.
Insane.
Lae'zel is
still
insane.
Blown away. Like when I saw the image, there were a bunch of characters on there that were made in other places, but when I saw Lae'zel, I was just like jaw dropped. Like, oh my god, it was incredible.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So Jonah, so you have sorry, I was in Sean the Breed has joined. What's up? Holy shit. I'm your 1000th follower, by the way. I was number 1000. Thank you. Thanks for jumping in here. That's awesome. So I'm sorry, Jonas, what did you create?
A monstrosity, of course.
Nice. First thing right. Nice.
I think I shared it in the Discord.
Did you see the guy who made Bully Maguire?
Oh yes, with the hair. Yes, I did see that. Yeah, yes. that was great. Yeah, that was
a picture. It has Geralt. Is it Melania? I'm sorry, I'm gonna piss off every Elden Ring fan. Melania is the one with the shut eye in Elden Ring.
No,
but
that's okay.
Oh.
No, wait.
You're forgiven.
Closed eye and the tattoo.
Not Melania. No.
Melania
I've only played the beginning.
Well, there's so many characters with shut eyes, but I can't recall the name of the one you're talking about.
But you know the one. Yeah, okay. So
yeah.
You can't remember, and I know you've played the game, so I feel a bit less bad. Shaggy, Handsome Squidward, Walter White.
Someone made Leon Kennedy.
Leon
I
Kennedy.
saw
Resident
that.
Evil.
Yeah. I saw that, yeah. And real quick, I'm sorry, Chad, I'm trying my best with the overlay. It's just going to have to be kind of weird for a while, so I'm sorry.
And someone
also made Kazuya from Tekken.
It's so damn cool.
Yeah, so Jonas, you have thoughts on Dragon's Dogma overall?
Not that many thoughts overall, actually. I have not really followed too much of the announcements around it. I want to jump in sort of blind. I did not play the first one. And I'm probably not going to jump in at launch just because there's so many other things to play. But I will eventually get around to it, and I'm really excited.
That is fucking...
What do you think about the combat, and why does it look terrible?
You're right.
No comments.
Were you there? Were you in the stream when we were talking about that in the very beginning?
No, I missed the first 15 minutes.
So there were people who were like looking at the game and they're like, "Damn, it's a shame. It looks really good, but the combat looks garbage." And there's people in the replies. This was on Twitter, of course.
Man, I've been playing Skyrim for 10 years. It's no problem.
People in the comments were saying like, "Dude, Dragon's Dogma 1 is like a legendary action RPG. The way its combat works. What do you want?"
It wasn't really like interactive with the world and stuff as well. In terms of the combat, I can't recall. I saw like one of the first announcements, and that was it.
I've played it. It wasn't as interactive as what you've seen in Dragon's Dogma 2 footage.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But it did have those elements to it. Yeah, they were certainly there. It definitely seemed like a precursor to what is now in Dragon's Dogma 2.
There we go. That's the best that I can do with the overlay right now. For some reason, the 5-man isn't working. I don't know why. It's just defaulting.
We need to sit down at some point, and I need to fix your OBS.
Yeah. Whenever I try to switch over to the 4-man setup, it like just says, nah, I'm gonna do whatever.
Maybe you should use all the money that Lotus has given you and just buy a new fucking PC at this point.
I will. That is the new plan. So that's the new plan.
Did you ever tell me that you were doing all of this from a laptop?
No. Yeah, I'm doing. I have an Acer
because that
Nitro,
explains a lot.
Yeah, I have an Acer Nitro GTX 1650. That is what I have. That's what I have. Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have.
Yeah,
so
no, it's.
I'm
That makes
excited
sense
for you to
now,
go to
right? Why?
4080 and then
Yeah.
realize why PC games are
We were troubleshooting so many of the things with the overlay and stuff, and I was like, what's going on?
PC is fun, DeMarco, if you have the money for it, but not a lot of people do.
now Red does.
Okay. Thank you for telling me what
'Cause
code that was. Okay.
If you're gonna tell me that I have to spend $2,500 just for a good graphics card, you can fuck off.
Oh no, only like 15.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
The other stuff makes it go up to 25.
Nah.
Hey, if you guys are in chat, sorry, if you're watching live and you're not in chat, there is a poll for a code. Put your vote in the poll so I can drop a code in the chat real quick. Anyway, okay. All right. Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay. Okay. So, Jonas, you're new here. Well, you're not new here, but you're new. You just jumped on. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm fully focused and I'm paying attention. So, you did not play the first one. Okay?
No.
But this one has grabbed your attention.
Yeah, it's I mean, I love this just this genre of games. So
What is it special that's grabbed you? Like, what are some of the things? Like, for example, like for me, it's I played the first one, so I knew some of the things to expect. But like the traveling, like fast travel, is virtually not really a thing. You are forced to travel, so it's forcing you on this epic Lord of the Ring, Fellowship of the Ring like journey with your dudes across the land. You have to camp and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite things, for example. So what's grabbed you?
I mean, that's one of the things for sure. I mean, I didn't finish Morrowind when I played it, but that was one of the really charming things about it. It was like you had to, you know, you were told a direction, and it's like, okay, you go to like this crossroad, and then you follow this path for like this, and it's like that's really charming, and it's really helping with the world building. And what I love about open world fantasy games in particular is being like transported to this world and feel like you can live, like feeling like the world is lived in. This, it's not just a video game. It's you're invited into a world and you can take part in it. Like that's sort of the magic in those sort of games for me.
Yeah, Witcher 3 did it pretty well with its fast travel. You can't, and it's the same thing with Cyberpunk. You have to have fast travel points, so it sort of forces you to discover things. And that's one of the things that Capcom said that they really wanted to push forward was, we want people to discover things. So if you were teleporting all over the world, you're just gonna simply miss things. We have made this world and curated it to a discoverable type of experience.
Right.
DeMarco, you were talking before. You made a video about Dragon's Dogma 2, talking about the wagons. You can travel with wagons. I'm gonna sit in that damn wagon for 3 hours if that's what it takes to get across the land. What are you excited about Dragon's Dogma 2, man?
I didn't get very far in the first, but I've put some time into it. I'm really glad that I did, because it made me see. I feel like I'll have a really much greater appreciation for Dragon's Dogma 2, and I have, let's see how many I have, almost 20 hours in Dragon's Dogma 1, and so one thing that was fine was the writing. I will say it had some incredible the exploration, and why I'm excited. You say Fellowship of the Ring, and why I'm excited for it is because even Dragon's Dogma 1, which is very old, had exciting exploration. You would see it captured some of those elements of Skyrim, where you see that fort in the distance and you're like, I really want to go check out what's going on in that fort. Like, I really want to see what's happening there. Or you see a little cave in here, you're like, let me just poke in and see what's in that cave. Now, the loot in Dragon's Dogma was always pretty terrible. It was realistic, but because you're not going into a cave and then finding a legendary sword in a barrel from a level 3 bandit, and
Right,
you just had this grand sword blessed by the gods chilling there. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate it, but there's the gamer side of me that wants to see that stuff. I don't, I want to get that cool loot. I don't know if that's going to persist in Dragon's Dogma 2. If it did, I wouldn't hold it against the game, because there was something kind of refreshing as well about needing to really go to a shopkeeper and say, hey, you have a sword that's really good, so I need to get the money to buy it, because so many times you play these games and you just have endless amounts of money.
You go to the shop to sell things, not to buy
To
things.
sell things, not to buy things. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I got all this crap, so I'll sell it for the money that I don't actually need. But in Dragon's Dogma 2, it was like, no, crap, I need to go buy that sword from that vendor over there. And I
Right.
like that a lot about it. But so Dragon's Dogma 1 had the exploration, but what really impressed, or Dark Arisen, what really impressed me about it, honestly, was some of the set piece moments. In Red, we talked about this, where you go into this kind of underground lair, and then just these Cthulhu tentacle monsters starts popping up from the ground, and you're like sprinting up and slicing all the things as you're running up this gigantic winding staircase, and there's undead that's getting resurrected around you, and you're sprinting, and the music is going. It was this epic moment I didn't expect from that game, and so if they're able to capture some of that, but now you have all of the improvements that come with a game releasing in 2024 that has the same scope, scale, ambition, there's going to be a lot of things to be excited about with this title. So, I'm really looking forward to some of those more cinematic moments. Is one of the big things, which we've seen a little bit of that in the trailers as well, right? When the gigantic Titan is hurling a spear at the city, and the guy's running along to try to keep up with that gigantic beast. Those types of things.
Right. Real quick, everyone in chat, I just dropped the Dishonored 2 Deluxe bundle, which comes with literally everything that Dishonored. Yeah.
Dishonored 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah,
And
and that
it's
comes.
You're gonna
with
make Arcane
everything.
really happy.
Yeah. Oh, this is for you. Well, you and Holly. That's right. You, Arcane. Donnie drops a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, bro. He says that blue number is my favorite dog, Ma. Love it with the puns. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate you, man. Anyway, guys, check out, if you got the code, let me know that you got the code in chat. That way I can go ahead and try to drop another one.
Somebody take that game. It is amazing.
Yeah,
So
Dishonored is
I still
so
haven't
good.
beaten Dishonored 2. Sorry, Arcane. Please don't kill me.
That's okay. He can't hear you. He just woke up in a cold sweat like the brothers from Boondock Saints in that scene. Yeah.
I've gotten like that close to the end, but I never just beat it because it's my completion, fail to completion.
Did you play as Emily or Corvo?
Corvo? I liked the as a male, my toxic masculinity required me to only play as the most alpha character in the game.
That's right. And you can only hear in his voice, you can only hear everything's for sale, everything. Because he's the same voice actor as the Bretons in Skyrim, which is amazing.
No, I liked the idea in Dishonored 2 of it continuing the story of Corvo's chase for Emily. I thought it was very appropriate just from kind of a storytelling perspective, which is why I did that. Even though I've heard Emily is actually a lot better to play, and it's I think early
That's what I've
reviews
heard,
of the
yeah.
game said the game was kind of designed for you to play as Emily actually.
But it's beautiful that you get the choice. It's really
Absolutely, yeah,
It's a cool idea.
100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Lotus sent a $10 super chat saying thank you. I'm wondering, did you get the code? Because that'd be awesome. That would make me feel better if I gave back something to you. Oh my god. I hope you got it. Let me know if you got it. Seriously, that way I can take it down and I'll drop another code, and we can keep on partying. And I have to go get my animals in 1 second, but real quick, Holly, let me ask you, and I'll get to Assassin. Holly, what are you excited for with Dragon's Dogma 2? Have you watched a bunch of trailers? Do you know what's going on?
I watched the IGN first about it a week ago. It's a 10 or 18 minute kind of look into it. But I'm also not a person who, if I know I'm going to play a game, I don't look at stuff too much about it. I'd rather be surprised. There's games that I'm back and forth, kind of I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, then I'll watch more. But this one I know I'm going to get, so I'm just no, I don't want to know. I'm good. I want to know enough to know that the previews are coming in positive, and everything for this game is really coming in super, super high. Everyone seems to think it's great. They have just good things to say about it, and so it's fine. And I did not play the first one, so it'll be like a brand new thing for me. I'm a little nervous about having to trudge across the map because it's a big map too, and not being able to fast travel, because I do sort of lose my patience with stuff like that sometimes, depending on the game. Yeah, but I also, everything I've seen though says that, you know, there's stuff constantly to keep you busy along the way, but not too much stuff, right? So you can still get where you're going when you need to. So I'm like, okay. And then one of the other really cool things I heard was that, like, there are some side missions that, depending on how tall you made your character or how fat or how skinny or whatever, like, you'll be able to do some of them because you have a character that was like one of the tallest ones, and they're the only ones that can reach that scenario. Or
Oh, I love
it's
that.
or it's like a small cave and only like the petite figures can get in it. So
Yes.
you're just not going to be able to do that. And I think that is really, really cool. Like, there's impact for the decisions that you made in your character creator, right?
Right.
Does
I think
that
that's
make
really
you
cool.
want to
Like,
go back to the character creator and just be sure? Because in
Well,
Dragon's Dogma
I made
2
my yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well,
I
was
made
gonna say-
my
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead. Go.
Okay. In Dragon's
Fascinating
Dogma 2.
story. Any chance you're near
No, go
the
ahead.
end?
No, that's it. Go ahead, Holly.
All right, well, I'm just gonna go. So I made. Shut up.
What's really cool about the
I made
character
my
creator in there?
I made my character like the third tallest or something, or sorry, the third shortest, something like that, like on the more petite scale, but not all the way down. And then I made my pawn very tall. So I'm hoping that helps me out a little bit somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe.
They can
Well,
lift
so
you up.
In this,
Yeah, exactly.
By the way,
Exactly.
that is a thing in Dragon's Dogma. You can literally give your characters a move, or you can have a move where you get into position and with like a big sword or a shield, and you can run over to the characters, or they can run over to you, and you will throw them up into the air, and they can get on top of large monsters, or they'll throw you up in the air. It's
just
it's
straight up
amazing.
throw them.
Yeah, and
That's
they'll
cool.
they'll be like, "Arisen, come to me!
It's like-
I'll toss you."
It's like Gimli. Toss me. Toss me.
Exactly. It's
Don't tell the
exactly
elf.
what it is. Right, exactly. It's amazing. And in this one with character creation, depending on how long your arms are, that actually legitimately
Oh, yeah,
affects
that
your
was a thing
reach.
too.
Your reach.
It affects your
Yeah.
reach.
Your weight affects things like your stamina regeneration and your
how much you can carry,
strength
stuff
and-
like
yeah.
that. How big you are. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I love that. I love that that is part of the mechanics of the game. I think that is super cool. Still didn't make me want to go in and spend 2 hours in the character creator, but I think it's very cool. Yeah, so I'm excited. The only thing are we gonna talk about Ronin at all?
Yes.
I'll keep that up to myself then. They come out the same day, so it was just gonna be
Oh, that was
a conversation about it.
Gotcha. Okay. So that was it. That's you're kind of going in blind. You don't have a whole lot to go off of. You
Yeah,
just-
I don't want to know because I already know. As a matter of fact, I pre-ordered it last night. So
Okay. Asperson, what are you looking? Are you excited for Dragon's Dogma?
sale.
Ask for sale. Sorry.
Okay. All right. First off, piss off. Second of all, yes. Literally
Nice.
everything that all of you have said can just be summed up with one word. You guys just like realism. That's all it is. And that's fine. Not a lot of games
immersion.
do that.
Immersion.
But you don't want it
Immersion.
in every game either,
Realism
though.
doesn't
You don't want
equal
every
growth.
game to be like that. That'd be annoying.
Well, yeah, but in terms of Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah, it works. It's something I'm very excited about. I may be the odd one out here, but the combat is really what got me into Dragon's Dogma in the first place. Like, yeah, it looks different, and I bet it plays different than anything I've ever played, but who cares? I just like playing great games. And it looks like Dragon's Dogma 2 is looking to be another good one. Thank you, Cap God. Been on a never-stopping win streak for looking at my calendar. For 7 years in a row, they've been releasing banger after banger, and I hope that continues with Monster Hunter next year.
I hope there's a
And
no
whenever the
clip
fuck
about.
Pragmata comes in.
I hope there's a no clip done about this like
Mm.
era of Capcom, and like behind the scenes and like their management and how they've
I
handled
would
things.
love
That'd be cool.
that. I really would. Like, you see all these publishers, they're laying off people, and here comes Capcom, just like, we're giving all of our employees a raise, and we're giving them a bonus. Like, you don't see many AAA publishers do that nowadays. It's just why I love Capcom.
raise
Is
when we can fire.
hey, how about no? How about no? By the way, Peanut Brooks, waiting for MLB The Show next week. Can we talk about that for just a quick second?
Sure,
Did
man.
anybody know that MLB The Show, this is the 4th year it's coming to Game Pass? Did you know that MLB The Show has 3 times the amount of players on Xbox via Game Pass than they do on PlayStation?
Yep.
Because of Game Pass, like, here you have a Sony first-party game coming to their rival platform, and it's doing better over there than it is on your own platform. Like, you gotta admit that's pretty insane, right? Am I the only
Yeah,
one that thinks that?
Also, how Sea of Thieves is performing is the #1 most pre-ordered game on PlayStation right now.
Yes. See, this is what DeMarco
Over
wants, is
Dragon's
Microsoft
Dogma.
and Sony
Over
devalue
Dragon.
their
Rise
own
of the Ronin.
platforms.
Yeah.
That way PC can come in and take the crown. Even though they already have their own crown. They just want all of it.
Well,
Is that all you
that
wanted?
will help everybody in Sea of Thieves for having more players.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be great. It'll be great. Are they gonna allow you to have a like a horse flag above your ship now?
A horse flag.
Oh my god.
Pony. What about
Stop.
instead of a mermaid on the
Stop.
front, it's just a pony head?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh
Oh
my
my god. The
God.
console wars to
A
get taken
figurehead.
to the seas. Oh my god.
If
I would love
Rare
that.
did that as a PlayStation exclusive thing on Sea of Thieves where you can only have a pony head, that is top tier trolling.
Well, you would
You
just
leave
be
a
able
pony-
to see the flag, so Xbox players could see PlayStation players, and you're like, you fucking killed.
It'd
No,
be
it's just a
great
seahorse.
if
It's
you
a
could leave
seahorse.
a dead
It's a
horse
seahorse,
head, like
yeah.
in the bed, like Godfather. You just sneak into their ship and you leave a dead horse head, and you
Right, exactly.
Oh my
Yeah, they
God.
walk
like the
up.
Godfather.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just a horse head laying on
Ollie,
the
you're
map.
just gonna you're gonna encourage a lot of bad behavior. What the hell?
Well,
I love that
I'm
so
sure
much.
that they will get it back tenfold.
What?
Oh, Lotus, thank you so much for the
Oh,
$5.
okay.
Oh, they sent another $5 super chat.
$5 super chat. An amazing, legendary
Now,
$5
see,
super chat.
Yodani, here's the thing. I got a PlayStation because they have great games. That is the reason why I got a PlayStation. The reason I bought an Xbox is because I thought we were going to get exclusive greatness on the Xbox. That's why
Anyway.
I did it.
That's not that's
Anyway.
PlayStation's thing. That's greatness awaits, right? That's their thing.
Yeah.
So Xbox gave them greatness. There they go.
Okay.
Fantastic. No, but I mean, that is actually something that I wanted to bring up because I did put one of the Sea of Thieves characters in the thumbnail. That
That
Sea
is
of
crazy,
Thieves-
though. That Sea of Thieves is doing very well on PlayStation.
Yeah,
That is
I think it's that
crazy.
it just- I think it just speaks to the fact that nobody really cares about the console war bullshit.
Jonas,
to be honest.
please speak on this because you put something in the Discord the other day, and I was like, I don't want to steal this from you. Please.
I don't remember what I said. I think I just said that just the amount of pre-orders for Sea of Thieves on PlayStation speaks to how all of the people just, straight up bitching about console wars and oh, Xbox has no games and all of that stuff. It's just a really small minority with a really loud voice, and most people just want to play great games.
I do
Right.
appreciate the fact that a
Casuals,
lot
too,
of PlayStation fans, after they found out that Sea of Thieves was coming to PlayStation, they were like, you know what? Now I kind of want Helldivers to go to Xbox. We need more Xbox. We need Xbox to have Helldivers too. I'm like, yeah.
We need more people
that
on the Leveling
actu-
Creek. Join us.
Yeah.
We need help.
I've got the game coming, Jonas. Don't worry, I've got it coming. I'm gonna be playing on PlayStation, much to Red's chagrin.
No, that's fine.
I
You're
don't
gonna
have
get
a PC.
The awesome haptics in the controller is like they're actually incredible.
I said
had
Red's
so much
chagrin,
fun.
not yours, DeMarco.
I had
know
so
you'll be
much
happy to
fun
see me there.
playing. I had so much fun playing that game, and I really want to keep playing it. Okay, but I talked to Holly about this. My PC sounded like it literally scared me. I was like, I'm really nervous playing it right now. It got so hot, it literally sounded like it was about to fly away. And I was like, if I lose my PC out, the fucking channel's dead. Like, this is all that I have. Like, so I need to. I want to play it again and just put it in potato mode. Just play it like at the lowest settings and see if that helps. Because I really want to play it. I just don't want to lose my PC. But that really scared me because I've played plenty of the bigger PC games like Spiderman and Red Dead and all that. Or not Red Dead. I can't think of whatever. I don't know what I was trying to say. But not Red Dead. And it didn't act like that before, but with Helldivers, it was acting like I'm gonna fly away and explode. But I love what they've done in Helldivers, where like the fall of what's it called? Something Creek? What was it?
Malevolent Creek.
Malevolent Creek.
Space
Yeah,
Mountain.
make it.
It's space.
It's
yeah,
so
Space
cool.
Mountain.
I haven't even played the
I
game
love
yet, and even I know about that.
It's so cool. I
They
love.
have
I
like a
love
game
that.
master.
Goddamn
Like
Joel.
Arrowhead as a game master is just
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
deciding
Joel.
the fate of certain planets. Yeah.
Goddamn
gosh.
Joel.
So we all get to know that whatever we do, it doesn't actually matter. Because Joel is in control.
Exactly. In control, Joe. It sounded like a PS4, yes, Palpatine, exactly. It sounded like it was about to fly away. Because like, when my Xbox or my PS4 started making that noise, it's like, that's what it's supposed to do, you know what I mean? But not this little guy. This little guy, it scared me. But I really want to keep playing it, but I was just so afraid that night. I was so scared. Not just because of Terminids, but sorry, where were we? We were talking about pre-orders for Sea of Thieves. Jonas was talking about how it's the vocal minority, which it always seems to be. Like, can you imagine not even having a Twitter account or not getting on YouTube ever,
No, you just
and
look
just
at
all
these
of a sudden
games
waking
and
up-
go, "These look
No.
cool."
and just waking up and just seeing Sea of Thieves is coming to PlayStation? You're like, when did this happen? You're
Right.
so excited. You're like, let's go, and everyone just, you have no idea what the console war's about.
That's what most
yeah.
people are.
You know,
That's what
the
my-
worst part about being part of a fandom is discovering the rest of the fandom.
Right. Exactly.
Like being a
Yeah.
fan of something and you go on Reddit and it's like, oh goddamn.
What have I become?
Yeah, I remember
love
when I
this game
first
so
played
much
Call of
that I
Duty.
hate it.
Right.
I remember playing the reboot of 2019 Call of Duty, and I was like, "Yeah, this is actually pretty cool." I don't know why a lot of people were saying that the Call of Duty community was terrible, and then I actually started playing with them. I was like, oh god, this is literal cancer. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, Call of Duty, baby. Ooh.
No offense, Holly.
Donnie Gazada says,
You play Siege. I feel like that community is worse than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing.
No?
Every week I see something terrible being said in Call of Duty. I do not hear anything in Siege, especially nowadays, now that they've implemented the whole voice chat toxicity banning phase they did a year or two ago. So yeah, you say anything toxic in chat in Siege, you're pretty much automatically banned. Even remotely.
Is it
Take
a
some notes,
forever
Twitter.
ban or is it like a temporary ban?
It's more of a, so if you get banned in Siege because of saying something in chat, you pretty much you can't join a party in game for about a week.
Oh,
If you,
okay.
yeah, they do it in tiers. If you do it once, it's like a day. If you do it again, it's 3. Third time, it's a week, and then it keeps going and going until, you know, You keep on
Well, I
doing it,
play-
then you're permanently banned.
I play with all the lobbies muted, so Call of Duty is wonderful.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
I
Turn
don't
it on and
remember
then
like
tell us
Xbox 360.
No, honestly, mostly what I hear when it is on is people with their TV on and people with like other people screaming in the background or like, you know what I mean? I hear more just silly background feedback because somebody has their mic on and doesn't
Yeah.
care, I guess, than the other
Is the
stuff. But
Tostinos ready yet?
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Or
I would
somebody
think
literally on a call with somebody else talking about very personal business and
Right,
mic,
right.
that kind of stuff,
Exactly.
right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I would think that Sea of Thieves
Those are
Fire
fun.
alarm
more
shirts,
less
yeah, true.
toxic communities out there. At least I hope.
Fire alarm chirp. What's up, True 77? Shout out Lotus Esprit again. It sends out my favorite emoji, which is what I do all the time. This is literally me. I do this all the time because, well, I was in a band, and I used to do that all the time. I mean,
He's
it's
one of
typical.
them rock and roll fellers.
But yeah, exactly. But I always do that emoji. I do the two of the sunglasses face, and that's where that comes from. So thank you, Lotus, for the $3 super chat. You're so nice. You're so nice. True 77 says fire alarm chirps. Right. Yeah, the
Why is
little
there
like
always a baby crying? There's always a baby crying. 100%
right, exactly.
Valentine.
And just no one's
Always.
doing anything about it, and you can hear their TV in the background is blaring, and you just hear like, eh, eh. Oh my god.
Or it's the baby with the controller. Yeah, they shot me, and you're like,
Right.
"Oh."
Shoot him back. Yeah, exactly. The dad's
I
just,
always
like,
feel
yelling at
bad whenever I kill a kid in Call of Duty when I did play. Like he's obviously
know.
learning. I'm like, oh, I feel bad. If I see him,
Trial
I'm
by
not gonna shoot
fire.
him.
Trial by fire.
him. Right, I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta, like letting them learn how to swim, toss them in the pool, toss them in the pool.
In
Every
about
time.
Xbox 360
4
days, you
sessions,
play
they'll
Call
be
of
better
Duty,
than
you become
you.
a man.
It's
Nowadays,
true,
you play
yeah.
Call of Duty, you become more of a baby.
That's true. That is true. Palpatine says, "Why is there always a baby crying?" It's true. Everyone has a baby, except for me, I think. But
Maybe.
He'll get there.
Lotus says, "You are the band." No. Life lesson. Donnie says, "Oh, that's not you, Donnie. That was you, Ollie." Anyway, Peanut Brooke says, "What's your favorite snacks while gaming?" I'm glad you asked. Peanuts. Penis. I always have like a little tiny spoon whenever I'm gaming, so I don't touch my controller because I'm such a fucking I have like OCD. I'm such a clean freak. I told you guys about this. I'm such a clean freak. I never like touch food while I'm eating, so peanuts are great or sugar-free Werther's
hold up.
Originals. That's right. This episode is
Did you
sponsored by
just-
Werther's Originals, sugar-free, $1.25 at the Dollar General store. You can't go wrong. You're not gonna lose your teeth, and you'll stay sweet, baby. Go ahead, Assassin.
I just want to clarify what I heard a second ago. You don't eat while you're eating?
I
Did I
don't
hear that
touch
right?
the food with my hands while I'm gaming. When I'm eating. So if I decide to have a snack while I'm
Okay.
gaming, I'm not touching the food. I'm taking a little spoon and going and putting the spoon back.
Okay, because it sounded like you said, I don't like eating when I'm eating. I'm like, that makes no sense. All right.
Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah, Paris. I did tag Paris
It's
in
never
that.
gonna
He
get
actually
that time.
responded to that.
yes, Holly.
Yeah, no, I didn't cry that night in embarrassment. Don't worry.
Holly actually texted Paris. Oh my God! Texted Paris Lily.
No,
Damn it! Karma. Shit.
Red. Don't make
Text-
me have to tag you in. God damn it.
Don't
No.
do not
No.
clip this.
No, because he's gonna be like, I'm tired
I'm
of this.
clipping this
He's gonna go
It's
put
a
me
joke
in
that can
headlock.
happen once. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's only worthy once. But she actually texted Paris Lily, and he said he was honored, or something like that. I don't know.
It was
He
yeah.
said,
So
my God, that DeMarco guy's an idiot. Who let him on the show?
God, no.
That wasn't Paris.
No.
That was me.
Hey, does someone want to sing
you come
Yadani's
$5 super chat.
Jonas, definitely. I want to hear it in
Jonas? Can you sing
No,
that?
no, no.
in a beautiful accent.
I play
Oh,
I play the
no.
instruments. It's Red who is the singer here.
I am not.
Didn't you sing in your band? What role did
I
you have
do.
in your band?
I did. But Assassin, why don't you sing his
Tuesdays, we hang out with Blue. Yeah, I'm not doing the rest.
Well, that
Oh,
was
we were just
beautiful.
getting into
Come
it,
on.
man. Come on.
Marco, you take this next line since it's technically you.
Wednesdays we got DeMarco too.
Thursdays, the fix with Umber and Daniel too.
Friday, Assassins in Love.
None of you got there. That's a cure.
Woohoo.
That's a
Sure.
clip.
God.
That's a clip right there, Assassin.
No, it's not.
Um,
No, it's not.
It's cool, you Donnie. I got the reference.
What the fuck?
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't
I
know the
didn't-
cure? Come on, people.
A thwack.
I am not a good singer. My mom has always told me, you're a great singer ever since I was 10 years old. I always look at her in the face saying, no, I'm not. You're just saying that because you're my mother. Your job is to
exactly.
encourage me. You're not going to tell me that I'm terrible.
I should have done the whole thing in Stewie's accent when he's like, then Brian comes in and I change up the tempo. Brian goes.
You do that one all too
God.
well.
You do.
Why are you letting me down, man?
Why are you letting me down? Don't bring me down. That's what. Musics and lyrics by Stewie Griffin. That's, yeah, I love it. I love him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, we are at 50% for a game code. If you guys want to break the tie. I don't know.
Break the tie for the code?
Break the tie for the code. Put in your vote for the code in chat. If you're not in chat, jump in chat. And if you want a code, jump in and do the thing and subscribe. Hey. And I'll drop the code. I'll wait 2 more minutes. You guys, thank you so much.
Drew,
This has
I'll
been
tell
so-
you
so
what.
fun. Yeah,
If
tell
she-
me.
If she... No, I'm talking to True. He
Oh.
said that she's right. Okay, if she's right, then she can clip it.
He
I'm
met
not
your
doing it.
mom. He met your mom.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you telling me to clip it.
No,
was
he
telling
met
your
your
mom to
mom
clip it?
saying that you have a beautiful voice.
Aw.
Uh,
No.
oh.
I think that's what he meant. I
I think. Now I'm confused. True, what were you talking about there? Which she is right? Wait,
Confirm it.
Confirm, please. Anyway, Red,
wait.
can we quickly talk about the topic I brought? Even though
What'd
we
you
don't
bring,
really any
baby?
topics anymore.
There you
Well,
go. He says your
it's-
vibrato is lovely.
It's kind of a small but relatively okay medium-sized topic.
Okay, don't brag.
We were talking about earlier about. Anyway, earlier we were talking about AA and indie studios. You know, those are the type of studios that we want to keep an eye on. That's one thing me and DeMarco agree on, is that these studios are ones that we should, encourage and
Oh, you
hope that
like
they do
Double A
well.
Stu-
I've always liked AA studios,
no, I hate
DeMarco.
them.
Oh my god. Okay, get the
Debate. Argue, please.
we're not going to give you the entertainment. Anyway,
Oh.
we got 2 new studios that popped up today. First one is called Empty Vessel. It's being helmed by developers from id, Naughty Dog, Gearbox. Pretty much former Tomb Raider developers. They've described it as more of a Tomb Raider meets Call of Duty meets sci-fi apocalypse type of game.
Okay. Speaking of apocalypse, I'm ending this thing and dropping a code for Werewolf the Apocalypse. So get ready. Continue, Assassin.
Alright, as you do that, we did get another studio today. This one you, Red, will definitely know the name. Stig Asmussen, formerly from Respawn. You may remember that he left, I think, early last year. After Jedi Survivor launched, or I think it was before. He formed a new studio called Giant Skull. The team is helmed by veterans from Respawn, Epic, and more as they're working on a AAA story-driven action-adventure game. So, on one side, we got Sci-Fi Apocalypse. On the other side, we have AAA action-adventure from former God of War 3 and Jedi Survivor director. Any of you have a particular interest in either one, or nah?
Yeah, I
Jonas,
think
you
I
wanna take first crack, or I guess DeMarco.
No, I don't want to anymore.
Go ahead.
All right, Jonas, go ahead. Someone flip a coin, please.
I think I haven't been paying attention to this, but I think I just somewhat saw a tweet about the guy. What was his name? Stig. Making his new studio. I really liked his games. I really liked the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor games. So, looking forward to see where he's going next.
Did he do Fallen Order or did he do just Survivor? I think he did both, right?
It's I just looked up an article on Polygon here. It says he did Fallen Order and the sequel.
Okay. So the third game might be in trouble then. All right, DeMarco?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Stig's game. I of course I'm a big fan of both the Jedi titles. I've even had a pretty big hankering to go back and play Jedi Survivor recently because I like that game a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. I also heard that Mick Gordon was helping out with the other studios game for the soundtrack.
Ooh.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah, which is pretty legendary. Obviously music doesn't make it the game unless it's a action rhythm game or something like that, but it is super important. And I think anybody who's ever spoken to me or listened to me on a show like this knows how much I value. Like, I'm listening to the soundtrack for Jusan right now, which is incredible, by the way. If you like soundtrack music, check out Jusan's soundtrack. It's beautiful. But I'm excited for that. So I like seeing these studios. I really wish that, honestly, and it's not going to happen, but I really do wish that one of these new studios would or a big franchise thing like a Lucasfilm or a Disney would take the chance and license out these games to one of these smaller studios, because you see something like Immortals of Avium, and I haven't had the chance to play it. I do own it. I bought it, but and I've heard mixed things about it. But you see titles like that, and I'm very curious if they were able to work within a established IP, would that have changed sort of how that gets, some of these games get received, and the publicity that they receive as well. So I would love to see that happen at some point, but I understand why any of these big companies would be hesitant to take that risk. But it would be cool. But I'm looking forward to Stig's game more because I like the action adventure style a little bit better than shooters. Personally, but I'm looking forward to both.
Ollie.
I have nothing to say about this.
Reference?
I'm sorry.
Speak.
Oh dear.
I tap out.
All right, Red.
I didn't read enough about it. I'm sorry.
So what
You're fine.
specifically? What are you asking me specifically?
You have new AA studio from the God of War and Jedi Survivor guys, and you have one that's making a sci-fi first-person shooter.
Sci-fi first.
From-
No, I didn't say first person. I just said it's like.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a first
It's
person.
kinda-
It's by some of the guys who like it from id Software, so it's gonna be a first person.
Yeah,
Literally,
okay, yeah, never
yeah.
mind. Yep, it's fine. Yeah.
So you have sci-fi
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic first-person shooter, or you have
Yes.
action from like the id team, or some of the people from id and some other studios, of course, or you have action-adventure game from the guy who made God of War and Jedi Survivor.
Might surprise you, I'm taking the post-apocalyptic sci-fi for sure. For sure.
I didn't
Understand.
like Jedi Survivor very much, and I didn't play God of War, so that for me that's easy. I own it,
We have.
but the trailers with him screaming Atreyu drove me nuts in the trailers, and
A Atreyu.
I didn't really want to. I didn't want to hear that for 20 hours
no.
of gameplay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I have a Atreyu song stuck in my head. I'm so sorry.
Whatever the kid, wasn't that his name?
Atreus.
Atreyu.
Atreyu. Jonas, come on, you're the
Sorry.
best man. You remember Atreyu?
It drove me nuts. Whatever. It was.
Damn.
Oh my
So,
God, that's great.
I just didn't. I've never got around to it, but I do own it.
Atreyu from that legendary title, God of War.
Good of War, right? Exactly. It's like a type of cheese.
Gouda. It's the Gouda War. Then I would be
Right.
more interested because it's
God
cheese.
of War with the legendary
The,
Atreyu.
Alright.
the legendary Cheese Wars.
It's boy. John
So-
says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy drove me nuts too. Yes.
Listen,
John,
that's the
you're
sequel for
absolutely right.
Turnip Boy Robs a Bank.
So
It's
we
funny
have
'cause-
two
yeah.
people going with Stig and his team, and we have two going with the other team. I'm really gonna have to be the deal breaker, aren't I?
Break the deal, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna be a rebel. I want to know what Humanoid Studios is doing. Casey Hudson is in his team. I want to see their sci-fi game instead.
All right.
Okay. Why?
Well, for one, I want to be different, and two, I mean, he helped make one of the greatest RPG trilogies ever made, which I will get back to when I have some free time. God damn it. Which sucks, because I thought May was going to be my free time with Hellblade 2, but Nintendo had to fuck me over and release Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remake literally the day before. So, thanks, Nintendo. You ruined my plan.
We love you, Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo. Speaking of Nintendo,
Thanks, Nintendo.
Hey, guys, there's a chat. There's a code in the chat at the top that's pinned. If somebody got it, let me know. If somebody can check it on the panel to make sure it's not been got, that'd be really helpful.
I'll check it.
Thank you. Werewolf the Apocalypse. Speaking of AA games, Werewolf the Apocalypse is so good for a AA game. It's not like gonna blow your mind, but for a AA game, it's great. It's set in the world of darkness, so the same universe as Vampire the Masquerade, Magic the. I was gonna say Magic the Gathering. That's not true.
Yes!
It's not true.
It's
but,
taken.
It's taken. Okay, well, whoever got it, you're welcome. Dick.
Oh, God.
Anyway, let me take it away.
And,
There you go.
anybody interested in the Batman 2 from Matt Reeves?
Yeah, it got delayed to 2026, which is fine. Matt Reeves needs to make his masterpiece because he's
He
one of the best
needs
directors
to
of this
make his
generation, so I don't really care.
masterpiece.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fairy playing Batman. I just can't get past it.
Well, then watch the movie and realize that it's a masterpiece. Except
He
for
wasn't
the
a
part where
fan. He
Batman
was
gets
a
shot
vampire.
point blank.
I don't care.
Don't you think the Batman playing a Batman makes sense?
El
Come on.
El Rata Lada. El Rata. What is it?
El Rada Elada.
Rata Lada.
Yeah. Y'all are speaking a sacred language now.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Huh?
Yeah, Yudani and Lotus are just going at it in chat. I don't know what's going on, but
Even Jonas is like, huh?
I love it. I
It's
love
like,
it.
what did I
Um,
walk into?
Yeah, I don't know Spanish. I took like half a year of Spanish.
I did too, and then I
Hey.
forgot.
Hey Jonas, if it makes you feel better, I'm Hispanic and I got a C in Spanish.
That does make me feel better. Thank you.
Yeah. You're
He
welcome.
walked into the room. They're like, "Yep, you're Spanish," and then they're like, "Go, you got to see." That's what they did.
No, I tried. I really did try.
See,
But
for
but you know,
Spanish.
I was raised white, so I don't know what else to say.
Yadani says, "I want to know why Red Wolf is playing a Ted Wolf. What's that?
You
What's
are Ted to us now.
I'm Ted. I'm Ted Wolf. Is that a thing? Is that a reference I don't get?
Is he implying that you have
were
a speech
in my.
impediment?
Wait,
No.
what?
He was it was from the Infinite podcast. Donnie. I think somebody accidentally typed Ted Wolf, and we thought it was really funny. And then we were like, "We're gonna call him Ted Wolf next week." And then we totally forgot until like right now.
All right, it's official.
Oh
It's official.
no, it's hilarious. Lotus, like he's laughing. It's a
Fantastic.
good.
Good.
He's Ted Wolf,
I love
like
it.
Ted Lasso.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm the positive guy. I just love to bring laughter and happiness to everyone's doorstep, even whenever it's 2 a.m. It's 3 a.m. and I must be Ted. Whoa, wow, wow. Actually, it was Lotus that started the whole thing. Okay, gotcha, guys. Thank you, Lotus. Oh my God. Donnie says Stewie voice. What? Oh, Rupert, you're Ted to me now. He's like, listen. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. I watched that clip the other night where Stewie and Rupert like have that talk, and he like turns over and he's like, starts crying. It kills me every time. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. You know what else I love? You guys.
So
And hang on. Okay, that's it.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura.
He almost sounds like Stewie.
no, I was just asking Holly, did you want to talk about Rise of the Ronin? I think we got off that.
Yeah.
topic,
That's the thing that we were missing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, go.
Rise of the Ronin.
Let's go, Holly.
I was really excited for who was excited for Rise of the Ronin.
Me.
DeMarco's got a half-hearted hand.
You were like,
DeMarco's like, let me embrace my inner Italian here.
I was really excited for it. I thought it looked really good. And the previews are not coming in very well. And they had it as the release date of Dragon's Dogma 2, and I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? You know? And then I was like, okay, well, I'll buy one at release. It's going to be Dragon's Dogma because it's the bigger game. Everybody's playing it, right? And then I'll just pick up Rise of the Ronin a little bit later on sale, you know, whatever. And now the previews are coming in, and I think them releasing it on the same day as Dragon's Dogma is actually clever. Because if you have a game that may not be doing quite as well in production as you hoped, you know, you get it to a finish line, you wrap it up, and you're like, this is as good as it's gonna get, right? Without exploding the budget crazy. And then what do you do with it? Like, do you do a mega release, right, on its own and prop it up, or do you slip it in on the same day as Dragon's Dogma 2, and hopefully so much coverage will be towards Dragon's Dogma 2 that people won't notice that Rise of the Ronin scores didn't quite do as well. I don't know, that's a conspiracy theory, but I think it's smart business. Does anybody got any thought on that?
I've not been paying attention to this game at all, so I have no input.
I honestly think that Sony and Koei Tecmo should have delayed the game out of March. They should have put it later in the year. I mean,
if it was really good, then yes,
Blade.
I agree.
Yeah, they also have Stellar Blade next month, so Sony technically doesn't really have a game for the next quarter. That's if there was a game that I think should have been delayed out of the two, it should have been Rise of the Ronin. But
yes, but you want to know what I'm saying, right? Like, if the game was just not going to get better, right? They probably don't want to take too much heat on it. Kind of like,
so what
we just had Redfall last year, and we see what happens, right?
What is being said negatively about Rise of the Ronin? Because all I've been seeing is the graphics, which Koei Tecmo has never been known for graphics.
Yeah. Do you know who Fighting Cowboy is?
Yes, he sounds like
isn't he?
Kids and
he's awesome.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Isn't he a Capcom content creator?
He's like a FromSoft
he does everything,
aficionado. He's like a Souls-like, bro. He is so good. His content.
He is so good, but he plays everything. But he's mostly Souls and that kind of stuff. And so he got a preview. Yeah, he does Let's Plays. He does walkthroughs, but then he also does just live streaming a lot of times. And he's very non-console worried because he plays on PC. And so, but he does really good. And his voice is like Buddha.
It is. That's why he's like, so what you want to do is you want to go.
Yeah, he's like, so we're just gonna go over here and we're gonna just kill this guy and fuck him up. It's like it's so good. Yep. It's so nice. So great. Yeah. But he's also funny and like anyway, he's just a great streamer. If you don't know Fighting Cowboy, you should go check him out for some stuff.
That's what she's trying
to
say.
He's not a bad looking guy.
He's not
but He's not a bad looking guy. He always wears tank tops. That's his thing too.
Yep. Yep.
So anyway, so he got a preview code for Rise of the Ronin, and I trust his. You know how you kind of come with streamers, so you tend to trust their opinion on stuff, right? And I think he's pretty good judge on a lot of games of this genre. And so he put up his video yesterday, I think it was, and he's trying to be as diplomatic as he can, but the things you're saying are not good. And he's not the only one, but it's like visuals, movement is not the best. The horse riding is pretty atrocious. Some of the mechanics are kind of awkward. He compares it to like a Sekiro, and also I want to say he was using Elden Ring too, but like he said, it's just a bad version of those. And he also I guess this is the same studio that makes Neo and Neo 2, right? And he's like, if you want a good game, just go play Neo 2. Don't play this. Like, so I'm kind of bummed out because I thought it looked super cool, but guess it's not really gonna do very well.
Well, I can't really say that all previews, but the ones that I've been seeing have been mixed to positive. I saw Paris. He said that he's enjoying his time with the game as well. I saw a few people from GameSpot and IGN and a couple other media outlets. I think I saw Kind of Funny or someone else also saying that the game is actually pretty good over there as well. I think Rise of the Ronin is just one of those games where you have to play to decide whether it's for you or not.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that $70 price point, it's gonna be a very big financial choice if you're gonna dip into that one. I would just wait for a sale, but I've already pre-ordered it. I've already pre-ordered it in Dragon's Dogma 2, so I'm just gonna get those. I'll play Dragon's Dogma 2 first, then Rise of the Ronin later this year, eventually. Yeah, fun fact. Also, Princess Peach Showtime also launches that day. So, 3 big games on March 22nd. Everybody will have something on that day.
So enjoy Dragon's
Yay.
Dogma, everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
enjoy Dragon's Dogma. Because
Yeah.
no one in the world is gonna buy Rise of the Ronin or Princess Peach. Nobody.
Nope. Everyone's playing Dragon's
Absolutely
Dogma.
no one.
You
can play Dragon's Dogma 2 on
I've worded it
PC.
into law.
On PlayStation, on Xbox, you can even play Dragon's Dogma 2 on the Switch by hacking. I'm making that up. But there's no way to play Dragon's Dogma 2 on that thing.
Okay.
Imagine Capcom shows that off on the next-gen Switch, just Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, how the fuck is this running?
They're streaming it through like Xbox, whatever.
The
their
RE
streaming thing
engine, the RE engine, as good as that engine is, it is terrible when it comes to PC and handhelds. I don't understand how.
I just put RE4 on the iPhone.
Yeah, and it runs like shit.
I'm sorry, chat is amazing. The I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to
Chat is going off.
These,
Oh my
these
god.
are so good. I can't even.
We're still on the TED thing.
Ted Wolf Renegade. Ted.
We're still on the TED thing.
Ted.
The Marco Babe.
DeMarco Babe. Ted Rhinoceros Rex.
Xbox Series TED.
Red Tedagade.
TED Station 5.
I love the TED Ring of Death.
the
Okay.
Ted Wagon.
That's a callback.
It is, yeah, I love that. The Tedture 3.
Resident
Wild Ted.
Five.
Assassin. What the fuck? Ted for life. Oh my god. I saw Teddy Player 1.
Nice one, you're Donnie.
Oh my god, you guys kill me. I was trying not to miss any. There were so.
The Ted Dwagon.
The Ted Wagon, yeah. The Ted Ring of Death. I just saw that. Oh my god. Ah, my face.
Hold
my
on.
face hurts.
There you go.
Oh man. Mass Ted Fact Legend Teddery Edition. Why didn't you put Ted Edition at the end?
I don't
That's my only complaint. I love that. Mass Ted Fact Legend Teddery Edition. Why doesn't it hurt?
say
when
that
you just
5
say
times
it?
fast.
Mass Effect Legend Teddery. Alright. I can't even.
Right.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Any other topics we got? Did we miss anything? Ted Bolt.
We didn't really talk about the partner preview because that happened last week. You reacted to it.
I reacted
don't think-
hard.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Did
Stalker.
any of us actually like the show?
I thought it was great.
Especially Alters, which it took me like 5. Jonas was there. I was like, "What the fuck is this game called? I can't read it." I was like, "Is
Yeah,
that?"
the text was a little hard to read. Mhm.
Yeah, I think it was
Brandy.
Yodani that
I
was
like
like,
it.
I got you. Or maybe it was Jonas. Maybe it was you who told me.
Unpopular opinion here. They should rename it to Me, Myself, and I.
It's just me, myself, and
Me, myself, and Ted.
Yeah, it was.
Ted Space.
I mean,
Ted.
everything was. I mean, that show was pretty good. There was a lot of things to be shown. A lot of Japanese support, by the way, in that show.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah.
Bandai, Square, Capcom,
Sorry.
everybody showed up. Sega. Wait, no,
so
wait.
exciting.
Mr.
Yeah,
Marketplace must
Sega
be
did
really
show up,
happy.
yeah. Yeah.
He's always been advocating for Xbox to get more into the Japanese games.
They need to.
Yeah.
They really do. Because if you don't, then you won't get games like Dragon's Dogma 2.
True.
What?
What?
What? If they don't have
If
games from Capcom, they won't get Dragon's Dogma 2?
No, if Xbox doesn't have Japanese game support, they're not going to get any of the big Japanese games.
What? They'll get some of them.
No, they won't.
Okay.
I'll get some of them.
I'm too tired to have
See,
this.
Red leaves the room and these two guys start going at each
I
other.
know, that's...
Get
I
it
know,
out.
that's the plan.
Tedding it out.
Oh my god, okay, no. No, Ted is exclusive to him, not us.
So you're telling me
Telltale's The Walking
that we're
Ted.
not gonna get
Teddany.
Oh my god.
Telltale's The Walking
Teddany.
Dead.
Ted Island. Nice one.
Teddanese.
Ted Island.
Teddany.
Oh my god.
Ted and Ease.
Oh my god. I love that. Derailed Ted Wolf. Yeah, Ted Wolf. I'm gonna rename the channel. The Ted Wolf
Hey, Red,
Renegade.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Red, Ted, Redemption.
Ted Redemption.
Ted Redemption.
Dun dun.
There you go.
So you're saying
Red,
I
Ted,
think what you mean, and
Redemption.
I think why DeMarco Bay
Ted
was so
Temptations.
confused is that
It's because he doesn't play on Xbox. He's not a console player. That's why he doesn't understand.
No,
Because I think
consoles.
No. I think because whenever you think of Japanese JRPGs or whatever, you think of games like Persona and Tales of Arise and those kind of games. Capcom does Resident Evil. You know, would you consider that a Japanese title?
Okay, let me spell this out.
Special Ted.
If you don't support Japanese games on a platform, you're not gonna get any Japanese games. It doesn't matter the publisher.
Okay. Is that why we never got support for any new Final Fantasy games, and then they bitched about how we never buy Final Fantasy games on Xbox when they never release them on Xbox?
No, they did release them on Xbox. Final Fantasy
what?
13, if I remember, launched.
And it sold
Or actually, I think it was revealed at
incredibly
the Xbox.
well. They even had their
360.
own special 360 Final Fantasy 13 like skinned consoles that immediately got Red Ring of Death. That sold really, really well. So I don't want to hear it. Tadashi.
Well,
Ted Clancy's Dead Recon Dead White.
oh my.
This
Everyone's
bit
still on the
just
Ted
keeps going.
shit.
I love it.
And recon Ted point.
Oh dear.
This needs to be a Twitter thread. We just need to start one and keep it going.
Hashtag Ted Wolf. Hey, but you know what I'm saying, Assassin. I did like you mean like Japanese support is in like Persona was the big push, right? With Atlas being with a partner with Xbox, right? Like those kind of...
Yeah, the reason why games like Final Fantasy have been exclusive to PlayStation for years, because beforehand, when Microsoft fucked up with the Xbox One, a lot of Japanese publishers thought, well, they're focusing away off of games because it's TV. We do not want to put our games on the TV box and not sell our games over there. So their solution was to not put their games on Xbox. It took Microsoft years for them to put some of those games on Xbox. How many years has it took Final Fantasy XIV to come to Xbox? Has literally 10 years. It took 10 years. And Red, you're still waiting on Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's not going to happen until the trilogy comes out. Because at the time when Square Enix signed that deal with Sony, Japanese games weren't doing well on Xbox. So, yeah, that was an easy contract to sign. Sure, now, Final Fantasy VII and 16 and all those games would do very well on Xbox. But that deal was signed almost 10 years ago. We're seeing it now with Persona. You put those games on Xbox, they sell really well. How many copies did Persona 3 sell being multi-platform in its first week? 1 million. Fastest selling Atlas game ever. That was on everything.
Right. Well, and it takes time, like you said. Jax82, to
It
your
does.
point. Xbox deals with Capcom and Team Ninja. And Team Ninja Square Enix is a work in progress. Taking time. I added the taking time. They didn't say that, but I said that. It does. It takes time, baby. It takes time, baby. And
It takes time to build a fan base, and that's...
How long do you think until Final Fantasy VII Remake comes to Xbox?
I think
Never.
that...
Like 2 years?
I think a year after the trilogy ends is when we're gonna get like a maybe like a dual pack. Yeah, like a big bundle with all three.
But that's the thing. How do you price that? It's like $160 or some shit.
I mean, if I was Square Enix and if I was smart, I would probably put it at like 120. That's 3 games for the price of 2. I don't know. That's something for Square and Microsoft to deal with. I think you're going to see Final Fantasy 16 before the
I agree.
remake trilogy. But hopefully Square has learned their lesson about exclusivity, and hopefully when Final Fantasy 17 comes along, it launches everywhere day 1.
Okay, Jonas, you like Japanese RPG? You like the anime type games? I don't know what the correct wording for.
I'm not huge on JRPGs. Really, they're not my cup of tea. Generally speaking.
They're not your cup of sake.
No.
Okay. You guys are
yes.
mortal dead bad.
Yes, we got Mr. and Mrs. Japanope in here. Marco is slightly trying to overcome that. A little bit.
Well, I mean, I think everyone here is excited for Dragon's Dogma, but that's not necessarily.
But that's more of a Western.
That's not really a JRPG.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
right,
gravitated
right.
more towards the Western audience.
Right.
Yeah. Well said. Thank you for keeping me in line, Daddy. This is
I mean, Monster
Red and
Hunter
Ted
is
Next
cool.
Adventures. Okay. Colt
Monster
says
Hunter,
it is
yeah,
done.
that does
Siege
look
of
cool.
Paris Lily was awesome. It's done. He's playing Valhalla, Assassin's Creed.
You're
Cody
just
Eastwood has been
butchering
on
our
Assassin's
heaven.
Creed. Is that how do you say
Wait.
Valhalla in
Valhalla.
Wait, what's Colt?
Oh.
Wait,
Or,
wait, what's
well-
Colt playing?
I would drop the A at the end and just call it Valhalla.
Okay. Don't you say wolf like Ulf?
Ulf.
Yes.
Ulf.
Okay. I know things.
Yeah. Okay.
I know a word.
So in your native tongue, it'd be Red Oof.
I only know 2 words of
Röd Ulf.
Norwegian. One is Fita, and the other one is Ulf. So those are the
You know,
only two.
he knows wolf and pussy. That's that's the words you know.
Woohoo!
He exposed.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you don't know it's Alex.
He learned Norwegian by extension from learning Swedish from PewDiePie.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. Call of Teddy. Final Ted to see. Lotus. Thank you so much, Lotus. They drop a
Oh my
Vita super
God.
chat. I don't know if that was
Final Tennessee.
intentional. Thank you so much, Lotus.
Intensity.
Ulfita.
You Donnie with the French. The oof. An oof.
You done
So,
it?
Hey, Red, you feel like
Oh,
Red? You feel like playing Ted Sona?
Ted Sona? Oh, I can't wait for Ted Sona. I'm still waiting until my Game Pass expires to play to get Persona 3. I only have 3.5 months.
Why would you bother waiting? You know Hargeet's gonna have another 6-month plan waiting for you.
He better not, because I can't. I can't, guys. I can't. I can't.
What does it matter? Because your save file will just transfer.
I know,
Exactly.
but
It's seamless.
And
I know.
and it'll be cheaper then.
I know, but I need to wait because I'm gonna end up
And you
beating
get
the
the
game
expansion pass for
before
free.
I own the physical disc. And I'm like, let me just buy the physical disc even though I beat the game. I have a steelbook already, so I have an
Yeah,
obligation.
but Red, you're also forgetting that the expansion pass is free to Game Pass Ultimate members as well.
Ted Geet Johnny.
Okay,
That was not funny. He had to
y'all
mute
are-
himself.
Y'all are really
Oh
going
my
ham
God.
and ham with this whole Ted thing.
Dead
So
by
Assassin,
Dead Knight.
Assassin, are you into Japanese RPGs?
Yes, I am. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
No, it's not a bad thing. They're just not my cup of tea. If it helps at all,
Oh,
I
I know.
did play Pokemon Blue when I was young.
No. It's just whenever I tell people on the Xbox side that I like JRPGs, they always make me feel inferior. They always make me feel bad for liking them. Every time, that's why I don't talk with anybody here.
No,
Not
I don't think they're
necessarily.
bad. I don't think they're bad at all. It's just not my cup of tea. And you
And-
know, people like
and
what they like.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Whenever I see the Xbox community say, we want Japanese games over here, I'm like, you say that, but then you tell people like me that I'm weird for liking these games. So which one is it? You want these games or do you not? Like,
Well,
I
it
don't
might
understand.
be- it
And
might
then
be
when you
like
have
them
games like that on
expressing-
Game Pass, you don't even try them. You don't even play them.
I think that there is sort of like a Ted Cause 3. Sorry.
Just Cause 3 is a banger, by the way.
Life
That
is
game is
Ted
pretty
2.
good.
Ted Cry 6.
What?
I think that there is sort of a stigma like around the whole and everyone looks like they're 13 except when they're really like 20 or whatever in an anime, and that's just a cultural thing. And I think a lot of people are just sort of excuse me put off by that.
So
but
is screaming in the air and lighting yourself on fire while your hair turns yellow. But you don't see people
that
complain
is
about that.
oh man, we didn't even talk about that. Akira Toriyama, man.
Yes. I never watched Dragon Ball, but I respect the man and his influence on
same.
anime.
Man, dude, like, I really could not believe that when I heard about that. Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, because that dude had so much influence on everything, like pop culture in general. Like, and like you guys say, even if you never watched Dragon Ball Z, you still know like what it is. You know all like the
Oh yeah.
man. Yeah, shout out to him, Akira Toriyama. All right. But seriously,
Oh, dear.
that's I literally I woke up and I was like, this is how my day's gonna be today. Yeah, that broke my heart really. Anyway, you guys, I can't believe this. Ted may cry. Ted Cart. Tedman, the Dark Ted. I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is that? What is that a reference to? Ted Shocks. The Ted Towers.
Holly, you had to start something, didn't you, with this whole Ted thing?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Cyber Ted.
I may regret things.
That's fine. We all have regrets.
Oh my god. Oh
He fell out of his chair.
We all know what this
Cyber,
podcast
Cyber
is. Okay?
Ted. Cyber Ted was the end. That was it. He fell out of his chair.
God.
Cyber Ted. Grand Ted Auto.
Night of the Living Ted. That's classic. I love that.
Okay, that's good. Actually, that
That
actually
was
works.
good, yeah.
Ted
Yeah.
out 76. Oh my god. And Ted Warts. Oh no. That sounds like whoa.
Sounds like a medical
Elder
condition.
Scrolls 6.
Gotta get that checked out. Teddy Potter. Oh man. My face hurts so bad
God.
from laughing so much tonight, you guys.
Teddy Potter? Oh my god, that's terrible. That is a terrible name.
That's like the boss that you'd never want to have that has
It's not even British.
it's not even British. Yeah, exactly.
Theodore Potter.
Theodore
Oh,
Potter.
God, that's-
exactly.
Okay, that's somehow even worse.
That Ted number. There you go, Ollie.
The
Oh
Tedley
my
Parable.
God. Pay Ted 3. God. Shout out to the 20
Only on
people
this podcast.
that are here for this.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you're new here, seriously, we're live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're new, leave a like at the least and a sub at the most. That'd be awesome. Become part of the community. When I say the community, I mean like the community at large. Like when I say at large, I mean like everyone's on the run because they're criminals. But you know, you always see the same people in chats in the community.
The Donnie
Podcasts.
Kazan. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Which one?
Ted Donnie Kazan.
Ted Donnie.
Donnie Kazan.
That's great. That's great.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I love that. Oh my god.
Yeah, Donnie, it's come full circle, bro. It's come full circle.
DeMarco's popping off. Baldur's Ted
And of
3.
course, Colt has to be the one to close the door on it. For fuck's sake.
Aliens versus Ted. Horizon Zero. Ted.
Oh
Ted
my
2.
fucking god, stop.
Ted Divers,
Ted Divers
2.
2.
Oh my god.
This is never gonna end.
God.
Sakes,
I'm gonna go to
stop.
set up the show next
It
week.
will when
Oh.
DeMarco says goodbye and just hangs up instantly because
Also,
Yeah,
Red,
that's what
exactly.
DeMarco
what is
does.
this?
Yeah. We're wrapping
Red,
it up.
why
Uh,
did you really have to change all of our names on stream? When did you do this?
Indiana Jonas.
I love how
Okay.
you guys
Indiana
are just now
Jonas.
noticing this.
DeMarco Babe, that blue number 1. And really? Really?
Look how you get to yours and you're like,
You know what?
there you go.
I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna tag Nick in that because he actually
He's gonna be
I'm
so
surprised.
happy.
He actually follows me. He actually follows me on Twitter.
Oh, I know. He's a good sport. He would look at it and be like,
That motherfucker.
what does this even mean? I can never just jump straight into an Australian accent. I gotta like warm up. You gotta get like your jaw loose. Yeah. There we go. Sorry if I just offended all the Australians out there.
Okay, that is the dirtiest British accent I have ever heard. And I know you didn't mean it to be British, but damn.
I'm sure Monad is laughing his butt off right now at your
Oh,
attempt
he
at an Australian.
absolutely loves it, mate. Absolutely. You gotta
Please
get your
don't say
R's in
that.
the-
Please.
Oh, he's a good lad.
Colt Tedwood?
Do they say that? I don't know. Colt Tedwood, yeah.
Risk it for
Risk
the
it for the
Tedskit.
Tedskit. Ted Monad. Everyone's getting one.
Tedfinite Umbra.
Monad said no. Oh no, 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 no.
Great Ted Nat.
Stop! You
And a Night Eater. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hey Red,
All
you
right.
should name this you should rename this episode the the Tedegate podcast.
Paris Tenton, the Renegade podcast. I should just like clip it at the end. Renegade instead of Renegade, does Renegade Ted podcast. Oh my god! All right. Well, we've lost.
Okay,
everyone.
we gotta wrap this up or it'll never end.
Yeah, it'll never end. Yeah, but seriously, thank you all so much for hanging out on on the special episode, 50th episode, the Renegade Realm podcast. We did it. We made it, and it's the last show. No, I'm kidding. And thank you so much to everyone who sent in super chats. Lotus, thank you so much for all your generosity. Yeah, Donnie, thank you so much, and Colt, and you guys are just so nice, and I just really means everything. Seriously. So soon, things will be upgraded. I don't know when, but soon. You know. But look, Ted face. Okay. Lotus, it's not all your, well, it kind of is, but like it's a good thing because I haven't laughed that hard in so long. I bit my cheek earlier today eating chicken wings, and I completely forgot about it until I just now bit it again. So thank you guys for that distraction. Anyway, Jonas, you are our special guest. Indiana Jonas, yay man! What you gonna be? Where can people find you? Do you want people to? That's great. Fantastic. Do you?
Man, if we had the Indiana Jones theme, I wish.
Oh man, I wish I could.
Yeah, let's go there. This is where- there you go. You can find me in Norway if you're lucky.
Fantastic, man. All right. I love how you're like peeking under your hat.
Should probably get some remover on that. It'd probably end up better.
Yeah, no, this is effort I'm gonna put into it.
That's fantastic. I don't even know how the hell you did that. I'm like, how are you in my?
The thing is, my camera doesn't work directly into where we're having this call, so I have to do it through OBS, so I can do all of the OBS things.
Okay. Donnie said, "Is that a Tedora?"
Dora.
Oh my.
Say hello to my little Ted. Oh no.
Uh,
Why does that sound wrong? I love it. I love it so much. Ted McFly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah,
Indiana
Lotus
Jonas.
says I'll drop by Jonas next time I go see Itchy Boots. What? What is
Itchy Boots.
I love that.
So-
I love it. Anyway, Jonas, thank you. He's googling it. What does it mean?
I have no idea.
Okay, I love it though. Thank you. It must be a band or something, right?
Yeah, I got no
Oh,
idea.
man. All right, DeMarco, babe, where can people find you? Where are you gonna be getting into, man?
DeMarco Dude on YouTube and on Twitter. Links.
Marco
probably
Babe is his
maybe in the
OnlyFans.
description. In the description.
Fantastic, man. I'm excited to see you in videos to come. I know you're working on stuff, but you don't have to tease it. You don't have to talk about it. But I know you're working on a bunch of stuff, so look forward to that. Go check DeMarco out in the description below. Speaking of below, Assassin, what you got going on, man? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and you can find me on Twitter in the description down below. You can also find my Twitch channel also in the description. I'm going to start streaming more often this year. Right now, streaming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, then Dragon's Dogma 2, Stellar Blade, and I'll have a schedule of what I'm streaming, but as of right now, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm gonna start streaming that again tomorrow once I feel rested enough. Because tonight, it's just too late to do it. Thank you, Oh, wait. That was Jonas. I legit thought that was DeMarco.
I did too. Yeah, because he's like, I thought it was actually DeMarco going woohoo.
Yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm gonna start doing more clips of the show, and I will be. Against my better judgment, I'll probably clip out the singing part. God damn it.
Do it. If you can edit it to where it like slowly zooms in on ass for special Nick. Nick, come on by. We got some ass for you. Clip that out, assassin.
You know
Anyway,
what? I
yep.
may just not the
Fantastic.
way you want it.
Love it. I love it. I can't wait. Yeah, everyone go check out Assassin's Twitch. It's in the description. Go give him a follow because he's streaming all the time, and yeah, he loves it. He's really passionate about it. So why not give him a little bit of support, little bit of kisses.
I may throw in some Rainbow Six Siege in there. You'll be able to hear me and my squad play that game because, Jesus Christ, that game is both fun and it can be depressing.
Okay.
Good times.
Lotus, see you, Lotus. Buenas noches.
Bye, Lotus.
I can't remember how to say.
Adios, Lotus.
Buenas noches. I always remember in the beginning of Saints Row 2, when those dudes drive up to your main character and they go, "Hector says buenas noches," and then they shoot you, and that's how the game starts. And I was like, nachos, and then I learned that says good night, right? So I learned. That's how you learn languages. So,
Bonsoir, au revoir.
Oui.
Hey, Arcane.
Oh.
Are you all still alive? Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, we had a long show, special 50th episode anniversary. Yeah.
We would have been off a long time ago if it wasn't for the Tedpocalypse.
Facts.
Fantastic.
Super
Hi,
fact.
True.
Holly. Where are you? Where can people find you? And what's your YouTube channel?
I have 4 followers now on my YouTube channel with 0 videos.
That's fantastic.
This is me. That blue number. All of the places you can play a game anywhere, and on Twitter. I do have a couple things to promote really quickly.
Please.
Every Friday night, the Infinite Podcast, which is now at 7 p.m. Central because our clocks changed, but they didn't change in Australia. So our show floats with the Australian time. So it's 7 p.m. Central. And also this Thursday night, I'm going to be on the Longhouse Podcast with Colt and Black Viking and his crew. And then also the other thing that I am promoting is, I don't have the right one here, but as I break everything.
Don't break.
Oh no.
These are samples, if you can see, of these. Sorry, it's a little glare. I didn't intend to do this until I'm doing it now, so YOLO. Of these really, really nice hard metal coins, collector coins, made by Ben Kenobi on Twitter. And it's for his company Fan Art that I help him out with. And he's doing massive giveaways for the Diablo. You can go to his Twitter. It's Ben Kenobi. If you don't follow him, you really, really should. He does amazing stuff with PFPs for people and these coins. So we are going to be doing giveaways for Diablo. He created a really cool Diablo one. The pictures are on his Twitter, and we'll retweet them too, for it coming into Game Pass. And then also we have some Pal World coins that we're going to be giving away. But most importantly, he has made a very, very cool Hellblade coin. And I'll bring one and show it next time. I just didn't think about it until it's too late. There are going to be several podcasts that are giving those away. They're not purchasable. They're only through giveaways. And Ben will also be doing a giveaway on his Twitter. So please go and retweet or whatever he asks you to do if you're interested in one of the coins. Like I said, I'll bring it next week and I'll hold it up to the camera and do the super cool thing. But there's going to be a lot of opportunities for those Hellblade coins. And we will have them in your hand just before Hellblade releases, so it'd be pretty cool to kind of have that as you jump into Hellblade. So that's it.
Fantastic.
That's my promos.
And we'll get a link up in the description. Right? Can I throw up a link in the description after the show goes down?
For Ben?
For Ben, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So whenever the show goes out, just give me a few minutes and I'll put in a link for that in the description so you guys can go check it out. Because I want some coins. It's amazing. They're going like I would say viral. Like it's like everyone has one. Like everyone has one now. So you got to get them. You got to get them. Go check them out and check that out in the description below. If you're watching live, just give me a few minutes, like I said. But if you got this far and you're not live, well, thank you. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. It's been an awesome show tonight. And Jonas, thank you so much for staying up until. Let's see.
Let's not get into
6
it.
a.m.
No, it's not that late or early.
He's gonna call out. He's
3:20 a.m. Right?
No,
No, is it not?
it's 2:20.
2:20. Oh wait, are you 5 hours or
It's
6
still
hours?
early.
Daylight
Yeah,
savings time,
depends.
Red. Remember?
Depends on where you are, I guess. I suppose.
It's 9:19 for me.
Well, we just changed, so it's 5 hours now, but I think it was 6 hours before.
Oh,
They don't change at the same time.
Oh,
We
Yeah,
don't
okay,
change
I
at the
get
same
you.
time.
Okay,
Red, remember?
I got you. Hey, DeMarco, how hungry are you?
Starving.
Gotcha. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. We will see you next Tuesday. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I should